Today we have a special guest. It's my cat. She's in the room with me. Right, honey? She's rigorously grooming herself. Hi, Gibbons! Hi, Kaito. Thank you, Kaito! Hi, Phil! Hi, Ash! Hi, Nostro. Which one? My orange one. She's kind of like... She's unsure because the door is closed. Huh, honey? Oh? Oh? If she makes a noise, she might meow. Give Kitty! No! Oh, Snigglefritz, your voice is gone. Where's Snigglefritz? He must be sick. Anyways, how are you? Wait, that looks like olive oil. And it looked like somebody got like...
Give Kitty.
Oh, there it is! Oh my god, that was so delayed. What the heck?
I've lost my voice because of Nono.
No, I would never do such a thing. Guys, did you notice? I'm not wearing my cape or my hat today, so I can do this. Snigglefrit's voice echoes through time. It was just a little delayed. What are you doing there, good girl? She's being silly. So how are you guys on this fine Tuesday day? I thought it was Monday today, even though technically I played and worked on Monday. Thank you! Phil, for the lurk! You woke up an hour ago? Well, when are you gonna go to bed? If you woke up an hour ago, like from your night's sleep? At 6 in the morning? Jeez. I guess it is summer vacation.
Nono has stolen my voice the same way Ursula did in The Little Mermaid.
Like that. You go back to school next week? But it's only August. Does your summer vacation start extra early? Did they change it from June to July and not... No, it has to be in September.
Next week?
I love that Mimi has an Australian accent. Oh. Sorry, my mic was like pointed downward. Next week. Today I have some Fanta and strawberry and cream milk chocolate. It's very yummy. I think chocolate bars need to be easier to eat because I don't want to get my fingers dirty.
Because of my state fair, I don't have to go to school until late August.
Nice! But still, in August? I thought it was always like September 3rd. Maybe it's different now. State fair. Alright, guys. Trouble in Paradise. How many acts did... Remember a dev came in? And they said there were maybe 4 acts? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I'm not ready to be dragged back. You gotta fix your sleep schedule. You'll die otherwise. Oh, what's that?
What is sleep?
It's when you close your eyes and you lay down and you slip into unconsciousness. I don't know what that letter is. I feel like I should be able to press that letter. Kyle! Wait, out of town on the first week back, though. Oh! You're missing the first week of school? I hate the first week of school because you always expect it to be really like relaxed and stuff. Like, oh, I won't really have very much homework. But they start you right into it every single time and I hate it. Ugh, school. It's just the last 2 days. Oh, okay. Alright, I have to remember the story. The story was... Okay, so these two were previously on a quest together. Or she was on a quest. She's on the quest to figure out why all the stars fell. And while she was trying to figure it out, she met Clay, who can talk to animals. And they found out that a giant whale was cursed by someone. And it made his insides really cold, I think. Yeah, it made his insides really cold, and so he flew up and he ate a star. And then because the star is linked with all the gravity of other stars, all of the stars fell. And yeah. So that's what their mission has prospered. Thank you for the Lex Silver! You've never flown before. Don't worry, it's easy. It's easy and it hurts your butt and is wildly uncomfortable for your body in terms of sitting for a long time. It's so dumb because like I can sit for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, but then the second I'm on a plane, it's like all of a sudden I'm incapable of sitting for that long. I'm more confused now than when we were staring at them. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Okay, Clay, I gave a pretty deep, kind of dumb voice to. Good morning. No, that wasn't it. Good morning. Good morning. Sure. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. It took ages for you to fall asleep. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept really well. Happy to hear that. Tia, did you sleep? She passed out right after she had some soup. Oh yeah, he likes making soup. I hoped that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine mission in my dreams. Did she? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful, let's get started. Started? Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. And I hope you like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Well, I hope Indu enjoyed that soup. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you two enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite the talented chef, even though eating it didn't make me very tired. And Tia is very good cooking companion. It took me a while to make, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. That's nice. What did you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope? Not quite. Many things, like I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of these little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, CJ. 2 highs. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. And I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now? That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No, not thus far. Though I've always wanted to. What is that? If you could hear the look on my face, you'd smell how sad I am. Wow. That was... That touched all of my senses at once. Very deep. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Oh. They do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories in the Ellison told me was that of the ever-burning flame. It is said to have been a gift from the Leviathan to first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous hearsay is all that. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame, and it just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Estria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with a local guide no less. I've never visited it before either. Once I went to see the Autumn Glow Festival in Varka. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure he can tell you about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest. I have one more question. Fine. One more. What's your favorite animal? Why? I'm curious. I'm not sure. I've never been asked that before. You don't know what your favorite animal is? No. Do the dragons count? I'm not sure if you want to call a dragon an animal. You're right. That would be blasphemous. It would also be correct and funny. But there he goes, wouldn't take it. Tia, we have to figure out what your favorite animal is. Why? Doesn't matter. Of course it does. Getting to know yourself is one of the most wonderful experiences in the universe. I know myself. And yet you don't know what your favorite animal is. But don't worry, we'll figure it out together. Doesn't that sound fun, Tia? It doesn't. But, thank you. Aww, of course. How's my day going? It's going pretty okay. I was scolded at work today because on Saturday I forgot a pile of signs that I had to put up, but I forgot about them. And so when I came in today, my manager was like, hey, no, care to explain why a bunch of signs weren't put up from Saturday? And I was like, and then I got anxiety. And the anxiety killed me. And it still haunts me. Isn't that so annoying? I hate having anxiety because, like, okay, that was like one moment. It was like literally less than 5 minutes. Hours and hours and hours and hours ago. And it's still lingering in my brain. The worst. Maybe I need to up my medicine. So that's how my day's going. How am I? I'm still recovering. I'm still recovering from being scolded. My brain does that all the time. It's the worst. I hate being scolded. If I could never be scolded, that would be the best. It's like, I don't like being scolded, but I don't like being praised in front of people either. Like, someone could tell me like, oh, good job, but if they told me, good job, no, in front of like a massive audience of my coworkers, oh my god, look at my eyes died for a second there. I think it's because... And it's like the worst as well. That's how I am. How are you? Now the quest, of course. Should I add a quest about finding out what your favorite animal is? Yes. No. Don't worry, Innkeeper. I'll put one together myself. I play Dark Souls. Ooh. Did you finish? Have you beaten Dark Souls? Are you like a Dark Souls master? Out of all the Dark Souls games, which one's your favorite Dark Souls game? Thank you, Clay. So I'm assuming you're going together. Unfortunately, I was gonna go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he has not practiced in the ways of a divine warrior. Do you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make us shoot then? Exactly. That makes sense. Gosh, I need to meet these bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. You. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable?
Ooh, really? Congrats to your brother.
What's a good Dark Souls game to play after Elden Ring? That's the only one I've ever played.
Play Shakiro.
I heard that one's really difficult. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course it's important to have your guard out, so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They could be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. Oh. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, there could very well be more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be enough to damage them. If that's of concern, I could offer you some citron. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you ever have access to that?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't. Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and citron will let you fight your way through any danger in no time. But the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution. We're definitely doing that one.
Could you imagine Clay hurting someone?
Awful. Will you help us decide? I don't want to argue.
Sure.
Alright, let's make this bad boy up. This one. Wait, she didn't... I wasn't given an exact recipe. So I guess I just have to pick it. Something with a lot of shield. This one maybe? First snow. And then we need... Oh! What was that?
Someone do something! That psyched me out!
Is this honeysuckle? The honey flower. There it is. Okay, we need 1, 2, 3. First snow. I think that should be it, right? Yes.
Squeedaloo! Hello!
I would love to hear the story about you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at the very least, how their teeth were no match against your armor. Or your pecs. Plus, this worked well for you last time, Tia. Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine, I trust your judgment, Innkeeper. Good. You should. Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper, but we should get going now. Indeed. Wait. Why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun, who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Pets! Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course, I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon.
Bye, Clay. Bye, Tia.
Oh, Archie! Dang it, I took a bite out of my food. My chocolate! So much work to chew. I beat a spider boss first try. Nice! Good job. That's scary to think about. I have a spider boss ahead of me. It's scary. Greetings, innkeeper. No, I don't know what my voice was for. Greetings, no. Greetings. Oh, leave it, May. Greetings, innkeeper. No. Oh well, we'll just go with the flow. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to find those farmers out? Oh, yes! Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their lands, barn, houses, with my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. Ooh. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. Feels like I'm in a book, like I've delved headfirst into one of the stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventure surrounding me with every step, and unknown lurking dangers in the shadows. This is all so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course. What would you like? Preferably something that'll help me defend myself from devious dangers, like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did. Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. I don't remember what I gave him last time. Ooh, steel tonic. Okay, so probably like first snow or frosted lagoon. Earth protects you from any physical and spiritual harm and cools down even though. Let's do frosted lagoon. Because he'll probably be working out in the sun. Baffling, he thinks I can remember what he ordered last time. Protection against your arch nemesises. Splinters. Here you go. Ha! I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret. Oh, helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friends here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Windmore as well? That is correct! I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence, I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in kind of a dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Daria mainland negotiations. Due to him getting nearly kidnapped during his last business trip to Daria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so now he doesn't have any bodyguards and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea! I like how you think, Innkeeper. But I don't know if I'll be strong enough. Even with your magically infused drinks, you might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still do that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right! I should just hang up a quest on your pinboard. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow, they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself? You've got a fair point. Also, so always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer? Getting taught by the Fable of the Ashen Grove themselves is more than I could ever dream of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Vukakin lady named Carolyn. Do you know her by any chance? Oh, Lynn? Yes, I know her quite well. She's a regular. A regular? Oh, Innkeeper, you're just so full of surprises. This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently, Lady Carolyn is bored because her newest protégé is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling! I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patron is one of my services. Ellie, that would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time, trust me. Thank you so much, and also thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, Innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. See you next time. Oh! New person! Ooh, this music! Wait, I don't know what voice to give them. Hey, yeah, how's it going? Hello, come on in. This is a cute little tavern, I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am! How do you know? It's been a while since I last saw Phantasm around here, that's all. Just took a guess. I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe, you get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business in Keep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe. The name's Voyage. Voyage. But you can call me Voy. Alright, boy. Got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me? Not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have? I'm the Voy, the famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Haha, yeah. Is there something specific you would like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible, like a real Prince Charming. Okie dokie. Give you something real charming. Ooh, Sunny Breeze? Sunny Breeze could do it. Thousand Winds could also do it. Spoken Heart. Oh, it definitely has to be Spoken Heart. And this one? Yeah. Let's go. Mwah. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter and keep, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Traveler of the lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Fessioa. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might I ask for an autograph later then? But what brings you here, Voy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit, sometimes. Making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not that big of a deal, really. Makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you in your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely. Make yourself at home. Nice. I love his teeth. Dang, he stayed a long time. Another new person? Oh my god, I'm being blessed by new people. Hello there, traveler. What can I get for you? Oh? Another barkeep? Oh my god, look, his little fingies. He's missing some fingies! I don't know what kind of voice to give him. Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Boop! Well, this is my tavern, and it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat? It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. He has consumed frenzied's flame. Oh. Not so. What is life, if not the constant change of thyself? How I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. Oh! I can only imagine, innkeeper. Oh, did I inherit this innkeep from them? He's a cameo character. He's a TikTok channel called Quincy Style. Oh, that's so cute. That's why it's a tavern! And he's talking like... I see. Also, hi, Machion! You look like you might need a bit of a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprised me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Charismatic. You get a spoken heart, too.
You get a spoken heart. You get a spoken heart.
Yeah. That's it. Here you go, liquid charisma, my specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect, after all. Indeed. So, what brings you to this corner of the world? Looking for the feathers of a peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent, rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Fesoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold, glistening in the lights of day. A traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid song of the Vigor Guild. They didn't like it. Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical work here is all about? Lyrical works are all about pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in. And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines will you find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid that they'd laugh at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart. All because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death. It stops life. Whoa! That's crazy. Yo! That's deep. I'm screenshotting that. Hold on. It's too deep. I can't. Save as. It's basically his channel. He makes very cozy and inspirational videos. That's so nice! Is this a direct quote from him? Dang, bro. Imagine being that crazy. You enjoy your art?
Yeah, and I want others to enjoy it too.
I, for one, greatly enjoy your golden loon haiku.
Me too. Aw, Innkeeper, thank you!
You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art. But most importantly, do it for yourself.
Not sure, but he approved of the text. Nice.
So true, Ash.
That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all this so differently. Way easier for sure. Moving from Trigarin, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I'd always dreamed of joining the Sov Guild. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm Voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my Pygium. Whoa! Magic cloud.
That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents, live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decision.
That's what I'm doing.
Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark.
It was nice having you around, Quincy.
Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper, and be safe out there, Voyage.
You too. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, Innkeeper? Not yet. Oh. Maybe one day. Not yet. Dang, this dude stayed. Oh, Grandma! Welcome back. Quaking. How did I do her voice? Quake!
Quick, Innkeep, your strongest drink. This is an emergency.
What happened?
It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line.
Not lives?
Listen, Innkeep, I'll tell you the story, don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient. Because Bio really needs a drink first.
Yes, please. Wait, how did I do her voice? Was it like... Was it scratchy?
Yes, please.
Yeah, like that. What do you need? Same as last time?
Oh, that one was really delicious. I love to taste it again, please.
I don't think that was it, but we're gonna go with that. Got it. I'll give you something that'll make you feel as agile as a spider again. Agile as a spider. Ooh, swift strike. We like only have literally one swift recipe. Uno, dos, tres.
Thank you for the follow, Magic Girl.
Magical girl. Uh-oh. Some juices, my little buddy. The strike. There you go, my strongest trick to the rescue.
Thank you. Thank you. This is good.
Oh, thank the dragons. That pause made me so nervous. I really thought she would mess it up.
Thanks for having so much faith in me, Una.
Ah, you're welcome.
Papaya, are you feeling better now?
Yeah. Yes, at least a little bit.
That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Baya, and you have to endure the Bloomtide Festival every year.
Right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now... Oh,
Very insensitive to ask her an emotionally vulnerable sweet girl what's troubling her, Innkeeper.
good night, Bonnie.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
It's okay. It's okay.
How about I tell her what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, so Sweet Baya over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right?
Right.
They're a trio inseparable for at least a few hundred years. And they're a adorable trio, might I add.
How did I do the pirate accent? I used to be able to do a good pirate accent.
Arr! And they're inseparable. And they're an adorable trio, I might add. The swamp monsters, the banshee, and the Mary Morgan.
Ah yes, the Mary Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though.
Yep, that's right. Anyway, the Mary Morgan and the banshee are a couple.
So I figured.
Have been for a while.
I recall them coming by once or twice.
But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. Ava refused to show up to Baya's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited.
Drama. Why?
Don't know. It's like they don't. I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either.
Does smell like a breakup.
Let's not catastrophize.
I don't want my friend group. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too.
No, I'm sure they won't. Say something and give her.
Don't worry, Baya. They've been together for so long that they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one too.
She's right. They've been through worse.
But what if she's wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them.
If I might add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voy. That's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous.
No.
Doesn't ring any bells, sorry.
Anyway. So, Baya, that's your name, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill.
Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper's always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now.
Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met?
Yes. The bouquet was really cute.
I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the land looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years of an adventurer. Baya also has a is really cute under all that moss and kelp.
Oh, shush.
I mean, you might look little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. Oh! My kitty wants out. She wants to be free.
Hey, honey, you want to go out? Oh.
I'm sure they'd want to be your friends.
I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scar easily.
Oh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in a new song if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them.
It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You don't say, kid.
But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone, like my handsome smile or enchanting voice.
Maybe people would enjoy my spa.
You run a spa? That's fantastic!
Yes. You should come visit sometimes. Voy, that's short for voyage.
This boy is fine.
Do you want to come to Una?
I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing. There's nothing more soothing for these old bones than a nice swamp bath.
Hee hee hee.
Do you get a lot of customers?
No. None.
Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spa at my next performance.
I would love that. Thank you.
No worries, Baya.
But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, don't you know something that could help them out? The situation's kind of tricky. They might need a mediator.
I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now, who's the sweet talker, huh?
But now I have to wait, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
How about you show us around your spa in the meantime?
It would be my pleasure.
And once we're back, there'll be a situation for your two friends.
No pressure. Situation? Solution.
There's a millennium-long relationship on the line, remember that?
Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
See you then, and keep.
Ah, see ya.
Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask.
Think I can take my crochet hook in with me?
Bye-bye. Alright, let me read what Random wrote. Fun fact about D&D tieflings, they'll often take virtue or vice names meant to describe themselves. So a tiefling-like character with the name Voyage is perfect! Oh, that's so cool, actually! Okay.
Oh.
What the? Not that one either. Oh wait, is it? Yes, it is. Not that one, not that one, not that one. That one. That one. That one. Mary Morgan and the Banshee. There we go. The Mary Morgan, known for her passion for drowning trespassers, and the Banshee, singer of bone-shattering songs in the Lonesome Lagoon, are two terrifying creatures in love. But because of a mysterious dispute, their relationship is on the line, and their best friend, the Swamp Witch Baya, would do anything to keep her friend group from shattering. Couple counselor sorely needed. Sorely needed? Even 90% of tabletop players. They're just great. One of the only times I played D&D and I had one named Sorrow because I just looked up common tiefling names and that one popped up lore-wise. Just a sad little... Aww, poor Sorrow! And then we need... this one. I think maybe this one? Maybe not that one. This one? Oh, heck yeah! Political tensions ensue when the canal bridge connecting Dyria to the mainland collapsed, especially because spinal rhinos can't exactly be held responsible. The ambassador tasked with solving this mess is a young noble, and his worried best friend insists he is still in dire need of a new personal guard, especially since the roads are unsafe for travelers lately, if those travelers are cattle anyway. Nice. Snack time! Yippee! Oh my god, a sheep. It takes 2 or 3. Got a nice resolution and went off to do his own stuff, but the other members of the party he Wasn't a huge fan of. At least he got a happy ending. He doesn't have to like the people in his group. Baby!
Yosha's best detective duo has returned.
Welcome back, Melly and Malachite. John,
I'm calling him Aura now.
because he's giving you migraines?
No, because of his gloomy aura, of course.
Well then, Melly, Aura, it's good to have you two back in town. I assume you were able to solve the mystery surrounding the missing familiars?
Yes! With the help of my trusty assistant, I was able to figure it out.
That's remarkable, I have to say. Good thing you went with her, Aura.
It was a dangerous mission.
Did you encounter a T-Rex?
Of course not. But we were nearly burned alive.
That's not what I would have expected.
You must always expect life to double-cross you.
I'm glad you both made it back in one piece. But I'm curious, what was the reason behind those vanishing familiars? How dare you wormify me? In my house? In my home? Do I need to worry about Andu disappearing too?
How about we tell you what happened in Zolford, but only in exchange for 2 free drinks?
I'll see what I can see you've learned a thing or two on your first big mission.
Or it taught me how to be more cunning.
Only the basics.
No need to be so humble. You taught her well. What kind of drink would you like today, Melly?
I want something, something that'll polish my investigative and deductive skills. A drink that'll make me even smarter than I am now, so no mysterious case like this one will ever be unsolvable for me.
Coming right up. Brains. Brains. Ooh. Peak sunrise. Heck yeah. I don't get very many smarty pants ones. Oh! Uh-oh. I have to make this one special. Was this one? That's perfect! It's the one that she gave. Oh wait, no, she gave me a feather, didn't she? Ta-da! Let's see if this will make your brain cells multiply.
Thank you. Let me try. Oh, this is good. I can already feel it. I'm gonna be completely unstoppable.
No.
Oh yes.
Initially, I wanted to sit this one out, but I might actually need a drink now.
It would be my pleasure if it means that I get to hear your story. Also, I'm craving a short laugh. Why don't you share one of your jokes with me?
Right, we made a deal.
Correct. So, what will it be today?
Maybe something that'll help me counter her verbal attacks now that she's linguistically invincible.
So the usual. Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back. He likes the spoken heart. That's his fave.
Damn.
This should make things easier for you.
Oh,
I can see it in his face.
Is it that bad?
Huh? No, silly. He likes it. You can clearly see it in the way his scarf is moving.
Ah, I see.
My deductive skills aren't that bad after all.
You think you could teach me a thing or two sometime? Of course! Then we'll be a trio! The detective, her trusty assistant, and the curious apprentice.
I like the sound of that. It's been a while since I've been an apprentice.
I don't remember being asked if I wanted to be a part of this.
But I couldn't have completed the quest without you. Also, being detective's trusty assistant is an honorable duty. And I'm glad you came with me.
Of course. Couldn't let you walk headfirst into the open maw of a hungry T-Rex.
Heh!
Do you actually encounter a T-Rex in Zoford?
No, don't be silly.
Sorry, I tried to make a joke.
I can tell.
I do it kind of funny.
Pah, let me show you how it's done. How do you ask a dinosaur if it wants a cup of tea?
Beats me.
T-Rex?
I still have a lot to learn, it seems. But now, please, I'm dying to know what happened in Zoford.
So, thanks to the golden feathers, we made it to Zoford in the blink of an eye.
Oh, I'm so tall. Now I'm short. Oh my god, I don't have a bow anymore. I've lost my bow in the... Wait, no, it's not a bow. It's like a neckerchief. I have to resync myself. Alright.
Thanks to golden feathers, we made it to Zoford in the blink of an eye.
I don't think I've ever felt that fast in my life.
It was like he had the doomies. They helped us remain unseen too.
Thanks to your drinks, we were able to sneak around the city without attracting too much attention.
But those ghosts were the clue we needed. I knew we'd find something at the docks, so we made our way there.
She was right. In the dead of night, just a few hours after we had left your tavern, we spotted a peculiar dog roaming near the water.
We watched as it tried to sneak into a cargo ship.
It behaved weird, undog-like.
It hid behind some barrels and kept looking left and right before it started to sneak on board. I never seen a dog do that before.
It looked like it didn't know how to be a dog. Didn't use its nose, its ears.
It was just off. We watched as one of the workers noticed the dog and scared it away. My investigative senses were tingling, so we started asking around, as detectives do when they want to collect some evidence.
Few people said they had also seen some animals with odd behaviors. Most of them thought they had some kind of illness, like rabies.
Cause she's a baby and we don't have any booster seats in the tavern.
She wouldn't be able to sit on the chair properly. It's okay, I'll clean the table after.
Or that they were spirits disguised in animal forms, sent by a sea witch. So they stayed away and minded their own business.
Not a very high-class detective of them, but they made for fine witnesses.
Apparently there's something like a weekly get-together for all the town's familiars. We decided to check it out.
And?
Well, we managed to track down a few of the participating familiars to get more insight. It was a little tricky since none of them wanted to talk to us at first. I think they were a bit wary of strangers.
It also seems to be difficult for familiars to speak to people they don't know. Must have something to do with their magical abilities.
But we combined charm and charisma. Ori and I were finally able to gain the trust of one of them. And they told us something strange. They said all those familiars that went missing seemed to have been in contact with one peculiar magician. So of course we had to pay that wizard a visit. Preferably when he wasn't at home.
I think that's called burglary?
Finding out his address was child's play. Apparently he's quite popular among the people of Zoford.
What familiar does everyone think they would have? I would have a tiger. Because I'm a tiger.
It just took Laura a little bit of well-executed bribery to find the mage's home.
Did you take some notes?
I did! Prepare yourself to be my next test subject, innkeeper. I'm excited to see how much you learned.
You'll be surprised. Flabbergasted. Gobsmacked.
Very well.
Your drink really did wonders. We managed to break in without anyone noticing.
It was so exciting. We snuck around looking for evidence. Maybe I hid in a ritualistic chamber or something like that.
Then I came in to say hi before I go to sleep. Good night. Thank you for saying hi. That was so nice of you. Hope you have a great rest of your stream. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful night's rest. Full of nice dreams and wonderful wonderfulness. Oh my gosh. I have V-Bridger on for this model right now. And it usually doesn't get V-Bridger. I have too many physics right now. I have too many physics. We're switching. Back to the beginning. Back to when the earth, the sun, the stars. I'm shining every color. Oh, I have my hat on. Gotta get rid of my hat and gotta get rid of my cape. We're on relaxing duties today.
It was so exciting.
Oh wait, we already read that. And did you find one?
Sadly, no. But we found his office with the door open. Inside were a lot of books about different kinds of animals and familiars.
We figured he just loves animals, or at least needed that knowledge for something else.
Thank you for the follow, Squiddly Lee. Squiddly Lee. With Squiddy Lee.
That's a good name. Diddly doop.
As any world-class detective would, I also checked his trash can.
And did you find anything?
Well, nothing to help solve the case. But I did find something that you'd like between all that shredded paper. That looked like a recipe for a magical drink, just like the ones you serve. Ta-da!
Aw, that's very useful.
That's what I thought. Anyway, Laura and I continued our search for the clues. His office also had books about common and uncommon diseases in animals, so we kind of had a connection to the reported case of rabies.
I thought it was a bit of a stretch. Not that I could change your mind.
That wasn't all we found. Next to his desk in a small cupboard were his diaries. They were full of notes and spells that I didn't understand.
Something about transmutational magic. While she studied his diaries, I rummaged through his belongings and scrolls. I had absolutely no clue what any of it meant until I found something of interest. Detailed instructions on how to unbind a familiar from their services.
A thought began to manifest itself inside my brain, though I couldn't quite grasp it yet. But somehow my instinct told me that I had all the information I needed. I just had to stitch everything together.
Kind of like what I do when I assemble quests for my patrons.
Exactly. But right when I tried getting into it, we heard the front door squeak and creak as someone entered the house.
We tried to hide, of course, but
We hadn't been quick enough with our investigation. And definitely not subtle either. The whole place looked super chaotic. The wizard immediately knew something was off.
a potentially dangerous person on high alert is even more dangerous, so we had to be on guard.
Aura hid under the table and I had other plans. I managed to jump on a bookshelf and wedge myself right on top under the ceiling. So I was hidden but could see the whole room.
Good call.
Heh! I watched as the magician barged in, but he wasn't alone. He was accompanied by a lizard, a colorful bird, and a two-headed sheep.
Oh no, not one of those again.
Huh?
Nothing. Please continue.
It was so weird. The bird didn't know how to fly, the lizard walked on two legs, and the sheep's two heads always looked in the same direction. As if they all didn't know how to be real animals, just like the dog from the docks. But now we had proof. The weird animals were definitely connected to the weird wizard. And as if the wizard noticed something, he stopped and said to the animals, "No, you three, get out of here. I don't want you to get in trouble or hurt."
I already had my fingers wrapped around the handle of my knife, ready to strike. I'm sure he felt my murderous intent.
But it does sound like he cared about those animals.
That's what I thought too. As soon as they had left the room, I saw him create a ball of flames in his hand. He was ready to strike, and I knew I had to do something. He would have done horrible things to Ola. So I meowed.
Like a cat?
Uh-huh. I pretended to be a cat. And somehow it worked, even though I was wearing clothes. The wizard turned around and saw me on top of the bookshelf. His features turned from worried to soft in a millisecond, and he said, "Oh, little rascal, how you get in here? Did I lock you in? You must be terribly scared." And I was scared, but not for the reason he thought. So I just meowed a second time, as you do when you're pretending to be a cat. And then he said, very politely, "Would you please come down here? This room isn't a place for little cats, but I can offer you a cup of milk instead." And that was a very tempting offer. So as any cat would, I answered, "No, but I would love some chocolate milk." Oh, I kinda forgot that cats don't usually speak. Needless to say, his face was priceless. But then his hand started to light up again.
I immediately knew she was in danger, but I broke every possible rule the Thieves Guild taught me and just popped up from underneath the table.
That was very brave of you. Don't know if I'd have been so fearless.
Well,
Aw, he cares.
I had to. The wizard turned around. He was surprised, maybe even scared, but he was also ready to fire at me. I already saw my life flashing before my eyes.
And before I could even think about it, I yelled, "We know you don't mean any harm. You're just trying to protect those familiars, right?" Apparently I hit a nerve. He stopped right in his tracks.
I took advantage of that moment and tried to explain why we were in his home in the first place. I told him everything about the quest, the familiars, the weird dog. Usually I'm not very good with words, but, well, your drink definitely did what I was supposed to. I don't know how, but I think we managed to de-escalate the situation.
Hi, Diggy! Oh my god, Diggy, you found coal from your digging!
Crazy.
He looked panicked from before, as if he was being chased. Maybe he actually expected people to come after him.
Hearing all of the clues out of Ola's mouth kind of flipped a switch in my brain, and I could see the truth right before me. Suddenly, everything made so much sense.
We call it underground hickory smoked dirt. Please.
I jumped down from the shelf and began my conclusion. It is clear to me that you, the accused, do not have ill intentions. However, that does not make you innocent. You're still involved in the disappearance of some familiars.
She was walking back and forth while she gave her speech. Needless to say, the wizard and I were equally confused.
You're fond of animals, and as such also familiars. And while I don't know anything about magic, I have heard the term transmutational before. Who hasn't, honestly? It's a widely used term.
That right there is a blatant lie.
So I, the world's greatest detective, have concluded you are turning familiars into animals, or at least you're making them look like animals. You also were accompanied by some of those turned familiars, and you cared for their safety. That means they were here of their own free will. So by turning them into animals, you did them a favor. They wanted to be transmuted. But now their patrons and the other familiars can't reach them anymore, and they're worried that something bad happened to them. And that's why we're here. Case closed.
That's pretty impressive. And you figured that out all by yourself?
Yep. The magician was also really impressed. I totally hit the nail on the head.
I explained again that we were just there to investigate, but that was all. but that it was also necessary for the familiars and their friends and families to talk to each other. The remaining familiars wanted an explanation, as well as their former mages. The wizard already felt guilty for doing something behind their backs, of course. Turns out the familiars were unhappy in their dragon-like bodies and much preferred feeling like real animals.
Aw.
But they were afraid of telling their patrons and familiar friends, so none of their remaining acquaintances knew what had happened. Of course, they expected the worst. Why else would your friends just leave you alone, disappear without a trace?
Yeah.
But obviously, none of them wanted to continue on like that, so we helped set up a meeting for them to talk it out. And they did! All the magicians were very understanding, if a little sad to lose their connections. The other familiars will also welcome them with open arms, even though they were a little confused at first. They needed a while to understand why their friends wanted to be animals. But I think they got it eventually.
So, all in all, it sounds like a very successful quest.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you got to uncover the truth.
Me too. The magician even decided to give us something in return for helping him.
Neither of us have any use for it, so we wanted you to have it.
Don't say that, it makes it sound like it's a bad gift, and it's not.
What is it then?
It's a ring of beast sword storing, with a lost familiar inside of it.
Huh?
We found it a long while ago, but its patron never showed up. We named it Renu.
Melina can't take care of it, and I have my sheepfish, Rufus. But you have Andu, so you already know how to take care of a mini dragon.
Oh, I absolutely do. He might enjoy some company. I want to see what it looks like! So thank you two very much. Oh my god, he's so cute! Look at him! I love him. That's my best friend. Tavern Talk. I need a Tavern Talk merch where they have the familiars as plushies. I need this guy as a big old pillow.
Need to get back to Rufus now. He gets lonely without me sometimes.
Or is that you get lonely without him?
He's my pet. I need to take care of him.
Oh my gosh, so true! A neck pillow. Don't worry, I'm sure Fable did a good job. Though it's nice to see how much you two care for your pet.
He's been my only friend since my parents died a long time ago.
Oh. Well, they also eaten by zombies?
No. They were burned alive.
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
I remember as if it were yesterday.
Mardorable! Hello! Thank you for the raid! Team fight tactics. Isn't that a mobile game? Marraid!
For some reason, marraid sounds like marmalade. Kind of like a nice orange spread. Oh my gosh, look at your cute little... Do you have like peach buns? Like his ears? That's so cute.
Marmalade. Yum, 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 yum. Hello, how are you? My name is Nono. I'm a mage. I'm a circus mage. I do a little bit of magic. My familiars here on the bottom of the page are my little pop cubs. Oh my god, Juice, that answers your question! Why would I say tiger? You guys are my familiars! You guys are my familiars, canonly! Jeez, I can't believe I... Oh yeah, does indeed have a mobile app. I play on my PC or on the Ride client. Oh my god, Peach Marmalade sounds so...
Oh my god, peach marmalade. That sounds so good. That should exist, or at least... I bet it exists, but you can only probably find it in like if you're out in the like the farmlands, out in the countryside, and you go to like a little like jam store. Oh my god, he blows bubbles too. A little jam store with a whole bunch of like jams made locally. And then you could probably find some peach marmalade. IKEA has a bunch of weird IKEA has marmalades? Why would IKEA have marmalades? Some artisanal 600 USD for 3 hours. Yeah, exactly. With like, you know how when you go on a picnic, they have that like little, it's almost like a checkered print thing, and they put it on top of the mason jar, and then you tighten it so it has like that cute little top and frill. So cute. Thank you for the follow, Sunny! Meowmalade. Ow. Exactly. Anyways, thank you so much for the raid! I hope you had a wonderful time playing your tactical tactics. And if you need to go and hit the hay or have some food, please feel free. Today I'm playing Tavern Talk, which is a pretty chill game. It's mostly me voice acting and reading. So if you have something to do and you just want to listen, that's totally fine. We're just hanging out. The ground print mason jars! Yes, exactly! That's it! That's the word! Oh my gosh, they're so cute. There used to be this kid show that I really liked called Little Bear, and I have this very vivid dream, or not vivid dream, but vivid image of them going on a picnic and taking out the jars. Good stuff. Peter, hi Peter. Alright, I'm gonna continue reading. Thank you again. Everyone else also get some rest and relaxation and sit back and enjoy.
I remember it as if it were yesterday. It was late afternoon and my parents wanted to visit the adjacent village to buy some grain.
Okay, I want to follow you. Hold on before I forget.
But they never returned. I wanted to look for them. But when I got to the village, every house, every barn, and even the ground was ablaze. I heard yelling, people screaming in pain, pleading for help. And my parents were nowhere to be found.
Dang.
A few of the survivors confirmed that they had seen them earlier that day, before the fire. I later found out that the perpetrator was the pretentious son of a noble family. He had a disagreement with a farmer over some payments and instead paid a bunch of criminals to set fire to his barn. But the fire spread uncontrollably and devoured everything in its path, including innocent lives, just like it did today.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Ola.
It's alright, I bottle up all my emotions and combine them into desire.
Huh? For a family?
For revenge.
Oh. Like that sounds like a lonely desire, though. And you haven't found any friends since then?
No. People in the Thieves Guild helped me survive, but they weren't particularly keen on friendship. So I just chose the lonely path that was meant for me.
That's not very nice of them. But now you have me!
And?
We're best friends now. And accomplices. And we can fund our own guild. Found our own guild. Like a detectives guild.
No.
Give us a few more questions. We'll be the most famous detective in all of Fiosia.
I'm sure of that. Oh my god, our little nerd.
You know, I have so much fun playing Tavern Tale. Thank you! I will lurk you while you lay down. Bedtime. Sweet dreams. Rest well.
How did I gave him a more nasally voice, right?
And a good mythical morning to you, Innkeeper.
This time it's actually still morning.
Hex! But that doesn't mean it isn't also morning somewhere else in the world as well.
Of course not.
That's a really cute hat you're wearing. Thanks. Can I try it on sometime? Only if you tell me your name. A fellow master of bribery, I see. But there's nothing more you could possibly teach me. A world-class detective like me doesn't need extra lessons in bribery.
So you're a detective?
Yes. The best detective in all Fosoa. I might add. I'm Melina, by the way, but you can call me Melly. Happy to make your acquaintance, Melly. I am Hexagon Hex, but you can call me Hex.
So cute. D&D. Yes! Oh my gosh, it's so much like D&D. It's so fun. I love talking to random NPCs and hearing their stories. It's so good. And the way that it's written, it really, like, you can totally visualize all of their stories in, like, just through what they're saying. It's so nice. It's kind of like, did you ever play Valhalla? And I think Coffee Talks is also very similar. Valhalla is also a really good one. I played that one a long time ago. I guess you have like all the genres there. You have Valhalla, which is like sci-fi. All I do is play Valhalla. That's okay. If you ever need to just hang out and play a nice little game, I recommend one of those three. Not that I played Coffee Talks, but I've heard people really like Coffee Talks. You have the sci-fi Valhalla, you have the D&D Tavern Talks, and you have the normie Coffee Talks. At least I think it's normie. Probably is, right?
Like by your last name? No, Hex. As in short for Hexagon, obviously. Ah. And who's that grim-looking fellow next to you?
Urban fantasy? Really? What the? I didn't know that? What? That's crazy. For some reason. Oh, it's just like... What's that? Oh my god, what's the... Oh my gosh. There's a Disney movie. I think it starts with the letter O. And it's about two brothers. And they're like elves in modern time. Onward! Yes! It's like Onward! I love Onward. Pixar movie! Oh, okay. Onward is underrated. If you guys haven't seen Onward, you should watch it. It makes me cry every time.
Oh, him? They look grouchy, but they're my Willard class assistant.
Not by choice.
Her name is Ola.
I'm sure it is, yes. Nice to meet you, Aura.
But I think you've gotten enough information out of me. Can I try on your hat now?
That's a tricky one. You see this little star pendant at the tip of my hat?
Uh-huh.
It classifies me as a wizard of the primordial sea. A silver one, I might add. One of Leviathan's most trusted confidants. Confidants.
Oh.
And all of his knowledge is directly transmitted into anyone with a hat like mine. In particular, silver stars like me have access to information that, leaked to the masses, would break the order of this world.
Wow!
But every silver star has to go through extensive mental training. Such amounts of knowledge would drive any mortal without proper training insane.
No.
So I can't let you try on my hat without endangering your life. And I couldn't forgive myself if I were the reason Fiosa's best detective went mad.
That's very honorable of you. But I, the great detective Melina, have concluded that you, Hexagon Hex, are nothing but a bad wire.
She called him out. You're a good detective indeed. I honestly thought you were pretty convincing, Hex. Thank you.
Wait, did you actually believe him?
I must admit I considered it for a moment.
No way!
But I decided for myself that his words were fairly implausible. I just happened to know a thing or two about the primordial sea. I've read a few books, heard some rumors, you know how it is. And I really doubt Leviathan would share his precious knowledge with a mere mortal. Nothing against you, Hex.
Thank the dragons. For a second, I really lost my faith in you, there, Innkeeper. I gotta say, you're really convincing.
I sure am.
Looks like even a great detective like me never stops learning. Honestly, you could have told me no, though. I would have revealed my name even without a promising magic hand on the line.
But it's more fun this way.
I think honesty is also a very important skill to master.
Whatever you say, detective. But Hex, what brings you here today? Nothing really. I was just longing for another one of your drinks. You know, the kind that would flood my head with new ideas. Leave it to me. He needs his brain expanded. Oh, I got the perfect one for you! The silent owl. They just got it for me. Melly did, at least. Oh, wait, I need something. I need a different thing. I need this one. And this one. And that one. There we go. The ending was really cool. It was very relatable to my little life. My little life. There you go. This should do the trick. Let's see. Oh, I can already feel it. All the ideas, they're manifesting in my brain. Honestly, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I guess we'll have to find out.
Oh, can you maybe show me a magic trick? Just to test your abilities, I mean.
Well, yes, of course I can. I'm glad you asked. You know, I'm a master of fire.
Oh, then, can you also do fireballs?
I wouldn't call a fireball a mere magic trick, more like a fully fledged spell. But I can create 10 tiny flames on top of my fingertips.
Like your little candles. I want to see that.
I would maybe advise you two to play with fire outside. A lot of my ingredients are very flammable. You'll miss a really big show then. I think I'll somehow manage to survive. Your loss. Aura, are you coming as well?
I'm good.
Alright, Lone Wolf. You're missing out though.
Certainly.
See you later.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Oh! Mams. Oh, I love her big bow.
And keep.
Lynn,
This quest up for taking?
would I give her a country accent? Sure is.
Why else would it be hanging on the quest board? Asked ye.
Oh my god, they both have gritty voices in my head.
Who asked you?
No.
Who asked you, thief?
I'm kidding.
Who asked you, thief?
They can both have gritties.
Are you going all by yourself? Course, I don't do groups.
No, this is hard. Ah! Oh no! The hand, it's missing me! It's not gripped on me! Why am I shaking for so long? Help me, help me, help me, help me. Oh my god, is it ever ending? Darn, you broke me! What's going on? Oh, I'm free. It's Jover. It's all Jover.
Course, I don't do groups.
I got too dizzy. I got shooken. I was. What's that guy? The Grimsley Shake? The Grimsley Shake? The Grimel Purple Shake Man? That was me.
No, milkshake. But it could be quite dangerous. Duria seems to be a hotspot for danger at the moment.
Do you want to come with me or what? If so, spit it out, kid.
No.
Grimace! Why is his name Grimace?
Fine. There's nothing this great sword can't cleave through by itself. Won't need much help. Cool. They always like that in keep.
Depends on who's in the room.
I see how it is. You do? Yes, of course I do. You're like a dragon. You barely know me, so it's obvious that you're reserved as to not expose any weak spots. But sometimes you gotta find the fine line between being reserved and being a tad too... edgy?
That. Can you stop psychoanalyzing me?
Because he's gross and makes everybody grimace. Oh.
Yes.
No. Great.
Oh, great. Not like you're right with any of your assumptions.
You could always enlighten us.
I'll pass. But I wouldn't mind another drink.
Same as always.
Yes, something, you know, something for my aura.
Gotcha. It's on the house this time. Aww. Yes, yes. Mr. Spoken Heart. Mr. Spoken Heart. Don't know why though. I thought he was supposed to be good. But they also had the Hamburglar and Cheeseburger head mayor, so McDonald's had some wacky lore. Yeah, why would they have the Hamburglar? Wasn't there like a girl too? Like a girl mascot? Birdie! For some reason I can't picture her in my brain, but I knew that there was a girl one.
Thanks. That's good enough.
Splendid! Alright, moving on. What about you, Lynn?
I'd like to know more about the chasm-scape that's the path of Tadiria. I mean, I haven't been there yet.
Me neither, actually.
Really?
Do you think I never leave this tavern?
Do you have any special insights that might be useful?
Not so much about the situation in Diria itself, but bits and bobs I picked up over the last days.
Enlighten me.
As you might have read, travel to Diria has become a bit of a hazard. Collapsing bridges, disappearing animals, nervous diplomats.
Sounds like a haven for bandits.
Bandits, among other things.
Either way, I'll get that blue blood to Daria.
Of course, how about a drink to aid with the undertaking?
I thought you'd never ask.
Any wishes?
I mean, this could go either way. Depends on what truly is going down in Diria. Timing might be important, being swift and smart about it. Evasion, that's what you call it.
I might have a good infusion for that, the feather of the golden loon.
A what?
Oh, a rare waterfowl. Legend has it the wind still resides in its feathers, so... which is why they lend you its speed.
Ah, intriguing. Suppose it'd be great for an evasion if you added something for the...
Français! Mais je peux pas lire si je parle français. Wow. Peut-être je peux lire en français encore.
Si tu... si tu... mais... quelque chose pour le tête dans le... Mais je suis... je vais être dealing avec un diplomate. Alors, un petit peu de charisme pour mets-moi dans des...
Do the translation, funny French person.
pour être dans son... bien side.
Ça, je peux faire ça.
Mais...
You just be saying anything vaguely French. Really, anyone? No, but I want to be accurate.
Être prepared pour toutes les possibles situations. Les situations, something. Quelque chose pour mon defenses.
ne peut pas être trop.
What the heck is bad in French?
Pas bien.
Qu'est-ce que tu... Oh ah, oh ah, oh ah. Comment tu veux... Bonjour. Je dois parler en français pour 5 minutes, alors... Bonjour. Comment tu penses de les dragons?
Je suis toute
Oh my god, what's ears in French?
yeux, bouche, nez.
Oh mon dieu!
Je suis toute ears.
Avec un petit peu de citron, votre weapon va être blessed. Ça c'est bien. Ça c'est bien contre les bandits.
Ça c'est bien. Ça c'est quelque chose, mon baba. Peut-être va choser. Chose. Ne.
Oh, il parle. Est-ce qu'il parle un petit peu?
Si la situation est quelque chose vraiment dangereux, si la situation est vraiment dangereuse, quelque chose comme ça, qui va donner moi un petit peu protection peut être bien. Si il est avec
Strength.
ça, c'est yeah, strength. Mais
That was so hard.
Mais si je peux éviter l'attaque.
Ah! Thank you, Siri. Oh my god, that was too hard. I didn't realize how little I remembered of French. I should do a Duolingo stream where I relearn French. But being able to evade
The threat by being smart and fast about it might be better. You know what, Innkeep? I'll leave the choice up to you. You should know what you're doing.
Let me think about it. I'm thinking. Alright, we're gonna do the dragon one for sure. I think she needs to be able to fight her way through something like that. But do I need dragon infusion? Blessed. Oh, citron. There we go. Okay. Citron. This one's citron, right? Wait, where is the citron? Oh, here it is. Blessing, and then we want something good with...
Ooh, this one.
Steel tonic.
Dun.
Heck yeah! Wait, I want to read what it says. With the steel tonic running through your veins, you can become the buff party tank of your dreams. Its cooling qualities mixed with the surprising spicy aroma boost your vitality to new heights and leaves you impenetrable to damage. That is
if they are even fast enough to hit you. This one's good because you're also fast. This is it. This is a good one. May the dragons guide your way.
May they.
Where are you headed?
Diria, some diplomat clown is in need of aid. Needs an escorting of sorts.
Aye, Innkeep. Is this escort quest you've been offering?
Yep.
Bogging poop. I've been meaning to take that one to earn a little bit of coin on the side.
Well, I've committed to it.
And what if I tell ye that I want the quest?
Well, you ain't getting it. Simple.
Could you stop me?
Do you want me to try?
I'd love you to.
Come on now, just go together.
Who asked ye?
Exactly. Your conversation is giving me a headache. The solution is as easy as it is efficient. Go together. One takes on the big bads, the other the small ones. Either way, you're better prepared for a fight. And your defense will be better.
Listen. Listen, I'm looking to buy some materials for an important project. Materials cost exploded ever since the stars fell. I wouldn't mind a side gig.
You look sturdy, like you could take a few blows, so sure. Let's do it. Let's meet tonight at the crossroad to Themis. We'll leave from there.
Great.
I'll head to my room to start packing and to take a nap.
Those are effective after all, huh?
Oh, shush.
Oh my gosh. Well, Rhea could probably like go between her legs or something, you know, like do a little roll, dodge.
You're a brooding fella, aren't you?
That's just who I am.
I've met fellas like ye before. You're all the same. Often you've got the truest hearts of gold.
Can we skip the sincerity? My headache is bad enough.
Why, Innkeep?
Rhea.
Kyle keeps talking about fireworks. You still oblivious about what actually happened? Luck's with the fools, they say.
For many, that it'd be easier if it had just been fireworks.
He keeps blabbering about that letter.
Oh?
Have you opened it yet?
No.
Dreading what might be inside?
Just don't care that much.
At least come up with a better lie.
Or he could stop. He could just stop asking. Oh! Asking about what? Nothing. Of course not. I didn't mean to pry or anything. Wait, I want to give him an English accent. That's French. Un petit... That's French again! Charlie bit me. Of course not. I didn't mean to pry or anything, even though I'm very curious by nature.
Good for you.
I would agree that in the Wanderlust is the reason why I decided to come here. To the tavern, to Zenith, to adventure.
Woohoo!
Thank you! I've come to inquire whether someone has already embarked on the quest to escort my dear friend to Diria. Very much so. She's sitting right
here.
Where? Oh, how rude of me! Of course. Hello, brave adventurer.
Rhea's enough.
Hello, brave Rhea. You are the one who's going to escort my dear friend? Along with Lynn.
That one.
Oh! Carolyn, phenomenal! I'm beyond thrilled to learn that my dear friend is going to be in such capable hands. Though, I've been wondering,
Come on, spit it out.
could I perhaps join? It's totally alright if not, but this diplomat is very dear to me and it feels like my duty to aid him.
Can you even fight?
Well, I can talk. Very well, in fact. I can fight with my words.
The wolf dated. So sure thing. Come along, lad. I'll show ye some tricks. We'll leave at midnight.
Really? How exciting.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, how the turntables! Me going on a very dangerous and important quest instead of merely reading about it. Fia! Hi, Fia! Still
wakes the deep. That's scary. Stream's going good. How was your stream? I've been reading. I've never heard of Still Wakes the Deep. It sounds like a horror game, though. It was good! Good. Welcome back, Gibbons! It's a horror game on a Scottish oil rig. Is it like something you can beat in a day? I mean, a stream game? Like one stream day kind of thing? I had ice cream for dinner. Oh, yummy. Make sure you have your vegetables and protein. If it wasn't peanut butter ice cream. Was it also really scary? I'm not good with horror games. But I'm good with atmospheric horror games, I think. Because they don't scare me as much. It was cake batter. We have some peanut butter. For a longer stream, maybe. I'm splitting it into 2 streams. That's still pretty short. That's like a good game length, in my opinion. Super spooky. Very good atmosphere. Ooh, maybe I'll have to look it up. I like the name of it. It sounds very special. Anyways, Fia, please have a good rest. Thank you for raiding. Everybody who came with Fia, make sure that you also have a good rest. Stay safe out there. And take care of yourself. Hi, Brosfemi! Today I'm just playing Tavern Talk, which is... Oh my god, my eyes did not like what I just did there. Today I'm playing Tavern Talk, which is a pretty dialogue, ready, heavy game. Pretty much like a visual novel type feel. So if you just want to be doing something else, then feel free to lurk and listen to me voice act. Really not great, but I try my best anyways. Hi, Tara! Tara. Alright, let's continue. Seems like you're on the right path for your hero's journey. Indeed! All the stories I've had to tell when I return, Innkeeper. Can't wait. Farewell. See you soon. Goodbye. See you soon. I hope their quest goes well and they don't run into anything unexpected. Oh, I've never seen this part of the bar yet before. What's on your mind?
Are there any open quests left?
There is one, but it involves social conflict resolution.
Sure, whatever.
Oh, are you okay, Aura? Oh my god. You don't get to see his crop top? Because he's always hunched over like this, but it's so good.
I'm taking this.
Isn't it a bit too soon to go on another quest? You just got back. At least have a long rest, replenish some resources.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
No, but who cares?
I do! Oh, I do!
Don't.
I never see the hidden abs behind the counter. It's not fair. A bit too late for that, I'm afraid. I like him.
I already paid you with this story today, so get me one of those quest drinks. Something with a little more violence.
I don't think I'll be doing that. Oh. Hiya, Innkeeper. Hi, Fable. Hi, Mal.
Hi. Yeah, never mind.
Would you like a drink? Actually, I'm here for a quest. Archie told me there's still one left and I wanted to ask if I could take it. Good question, Fable. Oh! The thunder. Dut, 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 dut. I see it's on me to answer it. Aura is thinking about taking the quest. Who's Aura? John, Malachite, that guy. Oh, nice name.
Thank you.
But if you're already taking it, I guess I'm too late. I hope you have fun. I think you should take the quest instead. Why don't you two go together? Together? Is that allowed? course, teamwork is the adventuring world's bread and butter. Most heroic deeds are not done alone. Life would be very lonely that way. It would be, yes, so you should go on this quest together. Combine your individual strengths to solve any problems better than you ever could alone. And you would get to know each other better in the process. It's a win-win. Aura needs that. I think Aura needs a little fable in his life. Aura, what do you think? Would you be okay with that?
I guess. Would you?
I think so. It sounds fun.
Cool.
It's settled then. You two, you'll go together. I feel like Aura has a little soft spot for Fable.
Gibbons are cool. No is popcorn.
I'm not popcorn, you're popcorn. Minecraster makes funny videos on the current one. Ooh. If I can ask, what exactly is the quest about? Archie only mentioned that there was one. It's simple. Bai is worried about the Banshee of Lonesome Lagoon and the Mary Morgan of the Ashen Grove aren't speaking to each other. She fears the end of their relationship would also mean the end of her friendship with them. Bai is friends with the Mary Morgan? Best friends. So we need to talk to the Mary Morgan.
And the Banshee. What an opportunity.
How am I the great Snickle Fritz popcorn?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, Snickle Fritz. Snickle Fritz is a tiger as well.
I always wanted to come face to face with the embodiment of sorrow.
Don't you think that's scary?
No. You know what's scary? Failing relationships. Social fights are the most dangerous kind.
I find them less scary than wrathful spirits. Seems like together your fears will cancel each other
why
out.
can I talk him a tiger and it a human?
But why can I talk? I'm a tiger. You're my... Because you're in a fantasy world. You're a little tiger guy. Leaves. How nice. Hi, Hazard.
I don't know enough about math to dispute that.
Speaking of math-ish, how do you two want to approach this?
This is not an easy task, so we must be smart about it. Do you still have any of those fey crystals? The ones that make
Still
you fade
makes
into
no
the shadows
sense but
entirely?
okay.
Sure do.
Good. I suggest you mix those with a hefty serving of intelligence. Then we can turn invisible and come up with a clever ruse to make them fall for each other again without them ever knowing it was us.
What a complicated... Hi, Pio! How are you? It goes good. How are you going? Guys, everyone go follow Pio. Pio is so cute. Pio's like if I had a hamster and I wanted to put the hamster in my pocket. That's what Pio is like. Except Pio is a bird, so it'd be like putting a bird in my pocket. Be like putting a bird in my pocket, except it has the vibes of a hamster. Exactly like that. Just want to avoid social interaction.
Maybe. Or maybe I just remember how well being invisible served me last time.
Fair enough. I don't know. I feel like they should talk about their feelings.
What if their feelings are that they never want to talk to each other ever again?
Then they should talk about that too.
That's not the point of the quest.
I think it is. We should face the problem head on instead of trying to find a way to avoid it. I think I could do with another round of charisma for this one. And maybe, Innkeeper Clay mentioned you have Thunder Sage? That would help us inspire other people, right? Correct. I'll admit it works a little differently for everyone, but I have no doubt you'll figure it out. I'm good. I just wanted to say thanks for the raid the other day. Thank you! Of course, of course. And thank you for following me on Twitter as well. I definitely want to raid you again in the future. Speaking of Clay, he wanted me to tell you that he and Tia will make it back in time for the barbecue. Really? That's amazing. Aura, you should come too. We're having a barbecue at the werewolf settlement on the 31st. It'll be great fun, I think. Would smash the elf.
think Fable just wants to be good friends for now. And maybe have a very long-lasting, beautiful friendship with you.
Barbecue?
Before developing into a romance that magically, you know, it kind of like, it forms over time. Like a whole novel of a drawn-out love story before that. That's the Fable vibes. BBQ! Man, you know what I've really been... A slow burn, that's it! A nice, long slow burn. But not like a yearning kind of slow burn. A like really cutesy slow burn. Like, did you guys... What was that? There was an anime like years and years ago about this big, massive, like chonky, humongous dude, and then this cute little girl, like shorter girl, like she's like petite, and they're like madly in love with each other, and it's so cute, like those kinds of vibes, but it's also a slow burn. In that anime, they get together very early. Ah! Oremonogatari! I did not read that right. Oremonogatari. Tari. Yes. And he's like constantly like being like, I love her! You know? Because he's overwhelmed with love. It's like that. That would be the end game for Fable. I think the elf would be a great chapter. How long is it? The shaking? Very long.
I don't think so.
Oh, alright.
I have to get back to Rufus at some point. He'll need his wool cut.
Speaking of Rufus, if you're here, Fable, where's the sheepfish? Melina picked him up. She said she'd bring him home so he has to spend less time alone.
Great.
Was that wrong? I told her exactly what kind of food to give him in case he gets hungry while they wait for you.
No, it's fine. He likes her. They're a good match. Anyway, we should hurry so you don't miss your barbecue.
I want to see the sheepfish so badly. You're right. Innkeeper, can you help us pick the right approach? Either invisible and intelligence or charismatic and inspiring. I trust your expertise. Let me think about it. Well, definitely inspiring. So... Oh! Wait, which one was it? Wait, which one's which?
Rah.
Rah! That was very short. Well, there was the golden... No, wait. Thunder Sage? Was that it? Some art of no trauma rogue with the sheep. Oh! Heck yeah! No trauma rogue! Oh my god, I need to see that. IKG! J. It's okay, we both made a mistake. You said Zod and I said G. Zod, I like that. My name is Zod. Okay, wait, which one was the... Okay, he wanted the Fey Crystal. But I want to do the... Was it Thunder Sage? Or Honey Flower? Forget which one it was. Ow! Does it matter? Maybe Honey Flower. I can't believe you hit me. Yes, please post it! I want to see him! Please, 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 please. Yes. Yes. Oh my god! What? No! What happened to his hair?
went through trauma and he gained muscle. Now he has abs and dyed hair. The things we have to give up. There's 5 as children. Wait, link that as well. Please, please. That fish do be sheeping. You're right. Unbound music is fire. Ask and you shall receive. They're so tiny. How long ago was Kyle's taken? I wonder how vampires work in this world. Like, would he have aged very slowly? I don't know. Kyle's birth city is long gone from the oh no. Alright, let's do this. We need this one. So, charismas. 1,000 wins. Ooh. Sunny breeze. Let's do some sunny breeze. These fanarts are so cute! I love them. Actually, I don't know if that's gonna work. I should have been more strategic. Actually, no, it will work. Ah! I love me an edgelord with a tragic backstory who used to be the cutie patootiest. It may be a very common kind of character, but I love it forever. It is the best thing in the entire world. Especially when they team up with someone else who's very like sunshine and magic. Like, that's like the most beautiful thing. The best, just the best character pairings ever. He is still a cutie patootie. He is, just in his heart. I think a direct approach is a better choice. After all, honest communication is important, right? Who aren't angry at everyone are great. Sunshine plus moody dynamics are one of my faves. It's so good. It's like they put up with them, but like, are they putting up with them or do they just enjoy their company? They just enjoy their company, but they have to be edgy about it, so they can't show that out loud. Goodness. He's making noises! After all, honest communication is important, right?
Would you say so?
Very much so. And you? I think honesty is the best approach to any situation, including this one. Agreed. I think the only question left is, where should we start?
The Ashen Grove is closer.
And you already know where to find the Mary Morgan.
You do?
Yes, I encountered her before.
So she'll remember you. Useful.
I hope not. Last time she tried to drown me.
Oh, I see.
It was pretty embarrassing.
I know the way to the Banshee too. It might be smarter to start with the one further away. Work backwards and all.
That makes sense. Let's do that. He's so considerate.
Good, but we should prepare first. The journey to Boreas won't be easy.
He is, isn't he? Look at that. It's just the color scheme. Look at the kinds of drink he drinks. It's too good. You're right. We should leave tomorrow morning.
We should.
Wonderful. Glad to know that you'll actually rest between quests, Sora.
If I must.
He has to rest because he wants Fable to rest. You went on a quest with Nelly, right? How was it?
Fine. Reminded me of my parents.
Are they well?
They're dead.
Ah,
Burned to death.
I'm sorry. That's horrible. Guess what? Do you have ship art of them? I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Send it to me. So where does the kid go when she isn't traveling with him? I think she just wanders about. She only met him recently, so I assume she's just been wandering, you know, bouncing about. A year old, but oh well. God. Ah! So cute! They should adopt that kid. I agree. I'm alright. That's the ideal family, you know? Just my edgy edgelord, my non-binary sweet elf. Is Fable a mage as well? Or do they just have like magical plant powers? My edgy dad, goofy kid, and elf lady that I don't elf non-binary. Yes, we have the clouds, we have the sun, we have also another sun. 2 sunshines. 3 sunshines, really. How old were you when you lost them?
7.
Oh, wow. Must have been really scary.
It was fine.
It doesn't sound fine. When I was 7, I ran into a vine-spiked boar while searching for friendly rocks. It chased me through the forest for almost an entire hour. First I thought I was gonna die, then I was sure I was never gonna step foot outside again. But when they found me crying, my family hugged me so tightly they dried up all my tears. And when I sat in my room frozen in fear, we danced and played board games until I forgot I was even scared. I can't imagine not having that.
I can. It was
Please don't say fine.
scary. Really scary.
Aw.
Waited at home by myself for 2 whole days. I thought the shadows were gonna eat me at some point. And when I finally was brave enough to leave, it was too late.
You know it wasn't your fault, right?
I know I never want to feel that scared again. But it's fine, because I fixed it.
Fixed it? How?
By taking revenge on the who caused their death.
A popular approach these days. Did that make you feel any better?
Yeah, sure. It was just a natural part of my journey, following the path of darkness. It's my destiny.
Misery is nobody's destiny. She's right. You shouldn't confine yourself to sadness just because it's what you're used to. I always censor my stuff. Besides, the innkeeper always says that you can choose your own destiny. And I decided our destiny is to bring these 2 lovebirds back together. At least for now.
I think I need to go prepare for our treacherous journey ahead.
Should let Melina know you're leaving. She'll be worried senseless otherwise. Let her know you'll be back.
I might not be.
Don't be like your parents.
Oh. Whatever, time to go.
Aww. Do you think I should go after them? I think sometimes we need a bit of time to feel our feelings by ourselves before we feel comfortable enough feeling them in front of other people. That's true. Very wise. That's a no, right? Give him a moment. You'll have plenty of time to be there for him when you're trying to play matchmaker for the undead. Right. We have to do that. Which is fine. I'll be fine. The Mary Morgan probably doesn't even remember me. And if she does, I can just run, or hide, or cry. No matter what, you won't be alone. I can't tell Aura how afraid I am. It'll be so embarrassing. If you want to be there for him, you should also let him know that when you're scared. It's only fair. I don't want to burden them with my problems. Being a burden every once in a while is part of the wonderful experience of being loved. Your friends appreciate it when you trust them enough to let them help you. Because when you care for people, you're willing to put in a little work to make them smile. You already know all this, don't you? I do. But it's just so much harder to keep in mind when it comes to myself. I know, but you've been doing very well, Fable. Thank you, Innkeeper. It's all thanks to you. That isn't true. I've been trying to help you the best I can, but you're the one who actually asked to change. And I'm proud of how far you've come. Let's call it teamwork then. Let's. Anytime. I think Innkeep is also down bad for Fable. Can I stay for a little longer? I think I need a bit more time before I can face my fears. Always, Fable. Always? Always? Thank you. Everyone is down bad for the elf. True. Oh my god. Almost midnight.
Morning.
It's not morning.
Did I sleep that long?
No, it's still the same day.
Ah, that makes more sense. Not morning, Elfie.
Not morning. How did you sleep?
Soundly. Feels like I haven't slept so well in ages.
Archie says you're going on a quest?
Yeah, Rhea and I will be escorting some rich to Diria.
Be a little nicer, please. He's Archie's friend.
Sorry. We'll be escorting some rich idiot to Diria.
He's Archie's friend? I see. That's why he was so excited.
'Cause his friend's leaving? Must be really craving some peace and quiet.
Oh, no. He's excited because they get to travel together.
What?
He said he's coming along.
Since when?
Ray invited him.
Great. Is it too late to back out?
Yes, don't be a coward.
Fine. But I'll need another drink.
That would be rather difficult. I already gave you a drink tailored to your quest, and my boost shouldn't be mixed so irresponsibly right before an adventure.
So I'm just supposed to deal with this headache by myself?
Yes.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you think something exciting will happen on your quest?
We'll see.
I've got a good feeling about it.
You reckon I'm gonna slay another guardian?
Maybe. That would be intense, right? What kind would you like to fight this time?
Not sure. I feel that I already met the one I was looking for. What could be a greater fighter than slaying a wyvern chimera?
You're right. I think that means it's time to befriend the Realm Keepers now.
Wouldn't that be something?
Which one would you like to meet the most?
Gaia. Can't think of a greater honor than that. You?
Gaia as well, but I feel like I should pick someone else for balance. Cassiopeia, maybe? I'd love to ask her how she's doing right now. Maybe give her a hug.
You'd be the type to give a dragon a hug.
What does that mean? That you're very lovely, I think. Everyone's down bad for Fable!
Something like that. So, fellow dragon enjoyer, who would you pick? No repeats.
First dragon and the origin of everything. Taught the great spirit dragon. Leviathan!
Why? You like snakes?
I do. I also enjoy elemental magic and swimming and chaos.
What was that last one?
Swimming.
Right.
But I suspect your quest will have its merits even if you don't meet any of the Realm Keepers. That's true. I bet you and Rhea will have a lot to talk about. And you can teach Archie more about adventuring.
I'm not so sure about that.
You're a great teacher. I've learned so much from you already just by being your friend. Like how to say what I really mean. I'm still working on it, obviously, but I feel so much better when I'm being honest about what I want.
You've been getting a lot better at it.
Thank you. And Melly loves practicing with you too. She says she wants to ask Rhea to build her a greatsword of her own.
So a regular-sized dagger? Teaching someone to hold a sword is one thing, guts and bravery are something else. Not sure I can teach Archie something I'm still practicing myself. Oh.
You can always practice together.
Yeah. Speaking of practice, you're going on a quest too, Elfie?
I am. Aura and I are gonna fix the Banshee and the Mary Morgan's relationship.
Is that Sneaky Twister's new name?
It is.
Ain't you scared of the Mary Morgan?
Only a little. Okay, maybe a lottle. Do you think she's gonna drown me? Or do you think the Banshee will? Maybe they'll reunite through the teamwork of drowning me?
Probably not. I think you'll probably find some wacky as heck solution that no person in the history of dragonkind would ever thought of. Like being kind or whatever.
I'd like that.
And if all else fails, you've always got an insane air Ukko about by your side to pull you out of the water, if you can swim.
He's sane.
See?
Well, mostly I think he's sad. And sadness can make people feel a lot of intense things. Like fear or anger or nothing at all. Anything that isn't sadness. It's easy to lose yourself in that. But there's always a way out, if you're looking.
You're taking that cheap fish thing along?
Maybe? I think he might let him stay with Melina, so she isn't alone. Or so he isn't at risk of losing him. Probably both.
Not a bad idea. Would hate for her to be all alone while you two go chasing ghosts. Maybe we can send Grace over to check up on her.
Or a Hex.
No. Guess if you're going with whatever the his name is, you'll finally be able to ask him about his cheesecake recipe.
Cheesecake recipe? Melina mentioned he has a good one. I thought maybe he could show me how to make it. That sounds like a great idea. Ask him. You can use my kitchen if you want to. Really? That would be amazing. I'll ask him, maybe.
Ando will be waiting for you.
On a completely different note, Lynn, what happened to those undead snails you wanted to check in on?
Well, they're slow, aren't they? Still got a little time to stick around.
So you'd say you like it here?
Not too bad here, though maybe I'd even bring my cousin a souvenir.
Hands off my trinkets.
I hate that, Eriko. I'll take her something from the market or this elf settlement. And maybe I'll bring you something back from her farm, Alfie. Alfie, you mentioned you'd love to try planting some ghost berries. Either way, I'll stop by sooner or later. Don't want to risk her turning into a werewolf and moving house. Ha.
Ha.
No, but seriously, if any more of my family members turn into dragon-forsaken werewolves, I'll be joining the Van Helsings.
Still don't know if they kill werewolves.
Don't care.
Do you think I could come with you? When you go, I mean. I could gather the ghost berries myself, and I know a lot about snails.
You should. You got away with her family members. And the snails would love you.
Have to agree. You'd probably make it a chaotic mess, but...
A fun chaotic mess.
Yeah.
Seems like you guys did end up forming a party after all.
Shut up!
Okay. Anyways, it's late. I think I should get back to the settlement and catch some rest. Carolyn, do you want to come with? We can stop by the werewolf settlement and say hi to Mr. Dragon. Or bye.
Ain't sure I got any tips for you in return, but I can listen to you worrying.
Yeah, you're good at that. Do you want to come too, Innkeeper?
I'm afraid Andu doesn't do well in civilization. Or alone. Especially not alone. But I'll be eagerly awaiting your stories.
We'll return with plenty.
I'm counting on it. Good night, Lynn. Good night, Fable.
Night.
Good night. Bye-bye. Oh! Hi, me! Mini-Me Courser! Hello, welcome!
Interlude! You said that there were 4 acts, right?
Matcha? I'm good, how are you? Yee, 4!
Nice, nice.
prom. Monster prom! Oh my god.
For you.
I knew we took the right path. Who said we can't road trip all by ourselves?
Liam did, I think.
I think that was perhaps a rhetorical question. Whoa, dude! Didn't see you there. What's up? The sky last time I checked. It better be. It'd be very confusing otherwise. Very true.
Is that your crib?
It is indeed. Welcome to the Wayfarer's Inn. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Polygeist and the goodest of boys, Scott Hallow. Together we are the Prank Masters.
I wasn't paying attention and there they are. They're here!
With a Z! Woo!
Pleasure to meet you. I am your humble innkeeper. Awesome! What drinks do you serve? Oof, yeah, we're in a desperate need for some booze. Sorry to disappoint, but I don't serve booze.
What?
Why? The age rating system is quite harsh on such things, and I've got to keep this place open somehow. I feel you. We've all got some burdens to carry. What else have you got? Magical beverages that can enhance your abilities? It's even rumored they might influence your fate. Whoa, that's so cool, dude. Like an influencer, but for fate. A fate-fluencer. That would go so hard on Momentgram. What's a Momentgram? It was pretty hard here as well. Bet!
Innkeep, please influence our fate before I get bored. I'm feeling incredibly depleted from this weird AF trip.
Sounds like you're in dire need of some stamina. Who's Polly being an alcoholic? Really? I guess that makes sense because you're kind of like promoting it, sort of. Though I think you could use something a bit stronger than usual.
Dope! Give me your strongest potion.
Technically, never mind. Okay, she wants something strong. Heck yeah, Sailor's Courage. Wait, do I need to add something for this, maybe? Peppa. Nice. There's a new one that just came out recently, isn't there? A funky drink for a funky gal.
Let's see. Whoa, this is good. Very good. So good I don't even miss the booze. Well, maybe a little bit.
Take that as a compliment.
Try this, Scott.
Woo! That tickles just like my pickle juice. So, Scott Howell, would you like a drink as well? Nah. But you could tell us where we are and what cool things we can check out around here. You're in Zenith, the Republic of Pisoa. Are you lost?
Nope. At least not as long as we're having a blast.
You do seem slightly out of this world, though.
Oh!
Maybe you're onto something, potion seller. I'm not.
You know, we were road tripping. Supposed to be the trip of our lives. When something weird happened.
We were about to take the next turn at the crossroads and then whoosh! A portal opened up. And I couldn't hit the brakes in time.
Yeah, we drove straight through and ended up on a gravel road. Everything seemed different and dated. So dated.
Dated?
Duh! I've seen and done plenty of weird stuff, but this is a different kind of weird.
So weird. No cars, only carriages and stuff. Cars? Yes! What are you mean carts? Kinda. More like carriages, but without the horsies. I'm afraid I've got no clue what you're talking about.
I don't think cars exist here, Scott. Now it makes sense that my phone has no signal either.
What makes sense?
We landed in the past!
Whoa. Does that mean we time traveled?
Yeah. That's so cool. I doubt time travel is possible. It sounds more like you participated in inter-universal travel, which is rare but happens occasionally. Wait. So what you're saying is we're super special and lucky to have participated in such an event? Likely. Dope. This is a sign, Scott. The universe sent us here to wreak havoc. Oh! The prank masters will strike again. Soon, after a nap. Can we take a nap, Polly? Good idea. Hey, Funky Magic Mystery Pal, you better get to writing that tour guide. I'll see what I can do. Good. Do you have a room for us? Of course. I've got a room upstairs. Just ignore the scratching sounds and leaking water by the iron door. Don't worry, we've seen worse than that. We've got plenty of experience with sea monsters. Always hyped to meet more. See you in a bit, Inky. Come on, Scott. Let's hit the sheets. Maybe I should add some do not enter signs. That was cute. There'll be a new one called MonsterCon. That's it. Oh my god. Bala.
Hello.
Glad to see you, Baya.
Thank you for having me. Now that your friend's dispute still...
Oh, is your friend's dispute still ailing you?
Also lonely. I came to ask, have you sent one to help my friends?
I did, actually.
You did?
Yes, I sent Fable and Aura to solve the dispute.
Oh. And let's hope they'll be friends again soon. So can have tea parties again. And I can stop being lonely. At least people are visiting my spa. That's good. Thank you for handing out my coupons.
Did I hear spa?
Yes.
Doesn't that sound like something, Scott? Woo! I love spa things. Now, are you our tour guide, sweet bog creature?
Tour guide, do you want to visit my spa?
These two are Polygeist and Scott Hollow. They're currently looking for entertainment and a way back home, but entertainment first, obviously. It's getting incredibly boring here. No offense, Funky Magic Mystery Pal. Untaken.
Where is your home?
In a portal or something. Yeah, we came through a portal, which in itself is pretty rad. But we had the medieval tavern experience and all, and it was good while it lasted, but it's time to move on.
Move on to my spa.
Something like that. Which makes me think, Baya, do you think you could help them find a way back home?
Of course.
You can do that?
But first, you have to visit my spa.
Nothing easier than that. I'm in need for a facial anyways. The air here is so dry.
My bog water is especially moisturizing.
Wait. Does that mean we get to go skinny dipping in some hot springs? Cat, hi! Oh yes, absolutely.
My hot springs are the best.
Cool, so a pit stop at your spa, then a road trip back home? You joining us for the ride, sweet bog creature? Please say yes.
I'll see. I'll first show you the portal and my spa.
If you bring them to the portal, you could take a ride with them through it. Might help you with your loneliness.
Think so?
Yes. No one's lonely on a ride with the prank masters.
I'll think about it. Which portal do you want to take? The one through Avalon, full of dreams and forests? Or the one through the Twilight Chasm, a place full of dread and weird fishies?
Ooh, the Twilight Chasm sounds spooky. I love spooky. I love dreams! They're so weird. Like that one dream I had where I was my own dad.
Where should I lead them, Innkeeper?
Ooh. Yeah, Baya! Baya is so fun. I love Baya. Ooh. I think they'd have fun in Avalon.
Through the lush forest of the Ashen Grove.
The way we came? Not gonna lie, that's lame. But it's a quick way home. And full of dreams, Polly! Imagine how many pranks we could pull on sleeping people. That's not true! Amazing. Then it's settled.
I can't wait to show you my mud masks.
Can't wait to show you the world, sweet bot creature.
My name is Baya.
Then let's hit the road, Baya! Enjoy your trip and safe travels. Goodbye, potion seller. See ya.
Goodbye, innkeeper.
Aww, Baya has new friends. I'm glad Baya could find a little comfort in those peculiar visitors, at least. I'm excited to hear the stories she'll tell when she gets back. Me too. Josie's been being mean and hardly giving me any notifications for you anymore. I thought you weren't streaming. I was on a break for a little while because I was on vacation. So I hadn't streamed for maybe like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. Oh, it's rainy today. Come heck or high water. By technology. Ah.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Oh. I want to give her a high-pitched voice. Or not a high-pitched, a nerdy one.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Good evening, Grace. Could I ask you for... Or what did I give her a more monotone kind of voice?
Could I ask you for a drink?
Anytime. What can I do for you?
I'm pretty spent. Do you have something that will keep my mind awake for a little longer?
I should have something that can do just that. One moment. Why did she pick it all the way over on that thing? Brain. Brain juices. To juice the brain. Uh-oh. Woohoo! Daisy! A drink for the mind and soul. Enjoy.
Thank you.
No. I want to give her what I gave Blue Star's voice, but I can't remember how I voice acted Blue Star.
Thank you. Oh, wait. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's just what I needed.
Why are you still so tired? I thought you were done with your thesis.
I am. Which also means I need to figure out what to do next. The possibilities are endless, but not boundless, so considerations are a complicated endeavor.
Have you considered a break?
I have. Say, innkeeper, if you had forever, what would you do with it?
I've never thought about that before. I like being an innkeeper, so I could just keep doing this forever. It's relaxing and safe, and I get to meet the most wonderful people and wizards all day.
Forever is a really long time. Isn't there anything else you would like to do?
I'd love to go on a road trip. I'd always wanted to learn how to play the harp.
Oh, why haven't you?
No time, no muse, no talent. Maybe I'm just waiting for the right moment.
When will that moment come?
I'm not sure. I just don't feel like the harp belongs to me right now.
Let me know when it does. I'd love a concert.
Will do. What would you do with immortality?
I would learn everything there is to learn. Every language, instrument, skill, the facet of mortal existence. I would travel the plains with my brother and learn even more. Have an infinite amount of tea parties.
I'd come to those.
When we were little, Hex would always make all the stuffed animals dance around our little tea table. We didn't have money for music boxes, so we just made up songs for them to dance to. He sang them to me. If I had the time, I would love to write down all those songs and invent dances for them.
Aww.
You should make time for that. It's your time after all. And besides, while you don't have forever, you do have quite a lot. An elven lifespan is nothing to scoff at, even if you only got half.
Not if you get the human side of the lifespan.
Oh, that's less time.
It is. But I'll make the most of it.
What will you do next then?
I'm not sure yet. I was thinking about going to Ashfidel.
The capital of Magicracy? I heard the libraries there are 60 stories tall and rivers float through the skies in an exuberant display of mana. Sounds like a paradise for someone like you.
Yes, but Hex really wants to stay here. He likes Pheocia, Zenith, the Ashen Grove. I think he likes how quiet it is, if you would believe me. I don't think he'd like the bustle of it all.
You could just go without him. There's a Magocracian embassy in Zoford. Their teleportation is expensive but reliable.
I don't think he wants to go back to Zoford either. I won't make him.
He could teleport himself then.
I really shouldn't. It's quite a long distance and he's always been awful at teleportation.
He could take a ship.
I appreciate the effort, but I don't think a ship would help make the distance acceptable to him. He's always going to follow me, no matter where I go. I think he doesn't want to miss out on any adventures or celebrations or funerals.
You can just tell him you want to go alone.
But then he'd be alone too.
Just talk to him, Grace.
I don't want to spend our time together fighting. I just don't want him to spend it mourning me either.
You should tell him that. Aww. Wait, does Gracie have the human lifespan and he has the elf lifespan? I'll have enough time to mourn you when you're gone. Oh, dang. That's so sad! What the heck? That's why she looks her age and Hex doesn't. Oh! Oh god. That's so sad. Imagine being the parent and having to have that conversation with your kids. They're twins, right? Having to like sit down and tell them this inseparable bond these two have. Oh, 6 years older. Still! Hi, Max! Oh my gosh, it's been so long! Thank you for the hydrate! First gray hair, maybe? Maybe. I bet you could probably tell when they're aging together. Especially if you're the parent, right? And you're watching like, okay, well, I had Hex and Hex is 6 years older, but Gracie is now 6 years old and looks older than Hex. I just been missing with work, but I'll be more free soon. Aw, that's nice. Well, I guess it depends on your work, if you enjoy work. I hope you have lots of breaks.
Fanta. Unlike life, that never ends. I suppose you're right. I'd like to leave something he can remember me by. Maybe I'll build my own wizard tower.
Please do, I love those.
Do you hear about that one in Morila near Dalwell?
The one with the infamous Magocracian fugitive?
The very same. It seems that its wizard has disappeared without a trace, leaving its tower vacant.
I remember reading that! Many stories, the kins age approximately the same until they're 18. Oh, that would suck. Oh, I always wanted to stop by for tea!
I wonder if what he left behind. I'm sure it's a collection of fascinations and impossibilities.
You should go there, Grace. Couldn't you just teleport in to check?
You can't exactly teleport in and out of well-protected places all willy-nilly. You might end up trapped or on a whole other plane.
You might. Maybe that's what happened to the wizard?
Maybe. No one seems to know what happened to him or who he even was, and no one seems interested in finding out either. And that's sad.
A little.
I don't want to disappear like that.
You won't. I'll tell your story for as long as I'm around.
How long is that?
For as long as this world will bear me.
You are very easy to bear.
Thank you, Grace. Would you like to stay a little while?
Please.
I find your end truly inspiring. I'll be here if you need a rubber duck.
I'm counting on it.
A lullaby? What does that mean? Are they heading off? How old is she? That's a good question. Grace. 42! Melly. 555! It's a money number. $48. 32, 24, 25? Oh, he's 25 too. 26, 110. Hi, innkeeper. Hi, you two.
A drink, please, or two, actually.
Sure thing. Actually, what name are we on right now?
Well, Aura is still fine.
Come on, that was a whole week ago.
I was busy.
Want to come up with a new one now then? Can I come up with one?
Sure.
How about... Kumo? I feel like you look like a Kumo. It fits. It is really cozy. He is just as stealthy as a spider. He is just as soft as a cloud. That's what I was thinking.
I'm nothing like a cloud.
Sounds like something a cloud would say.
Our drinks, can we get them now?
Of course, what would you like?
Something sweet, bubbly, maybe. If you can find something that, you know.
Sure, I'll see if I can find the words you're looking for. He's so grumpy. What a baby. He just wants the same thing he gets every single time. Ashes fishing, ashes fishing. Boo, boo. Look at charisma for those in need.
Maybe you should try it then.
Do you want to send it back?
No, it's good.
Glad to hear that. Fable, what can I get you? Maybe something that will make me feel like a cloud? Like, I'm so light on my feet, I'm practically floating. I think I've got something for that. You want your usual as well. They just want their usuals. These silly gooses. They have so much in common. They have usuals. Florp. Usual for the usual favorite. Aww. Thank you for the follow, Dakobi! Thank you, it's delicious as usual. What I like to hear. I like the new hair, by the way. Oh, you do? Thank you. It looks really nice, right? Kumo braided it for me. He helped me calm down after we encountered the Mary Morgan. But I should probably start at the beginning, right? I'd appreciate that.
Alright.
He helped them calm down by braiding their hair.
Alright, so what happened at the beginning?
The ship to Boreas.
Right. I was a bit worried about the journey we were embarking on. After all, the seas around Boreas are famously hard to traverse.
Me too.
With all the wild magic around it and all.
The braid has a small scarf-colored box. I mean bow. You mean bow? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they match.
Before we left Zenith, we ran into Una in the midst of an arm wrestling match against Iniko. We took the opportunity to ask her for advice.
Though maybe she had traveled there before. Thought maybe she had traveled there before.
You could have also asked me.
She was closer.
Right. Did she have any good advice? She did. With her help, we were able to avoid all the dangerous maelstorms, sea stacks, and iceberg elementals.
That must have made a very relaxing journey.
It did! It was very inspiring, too. We were able to see the dancing, colorful auroras in the night skies. This sounds like a really romantic trip. They were starless, but still breathtakingly gorgeous. I even started a new song. It wasn't ready to be shared yet, though.
I just wanted a sneak peek.
Well, you should have snuck better.
A new song? Can I hear it?
It's not done yet. Thanks to Una, we made it to Boreas a lot faster than we had planned. We also docked far away from the typical explorer's route. It was completely abandoned by everything but nature, as if no one but us had been there before. Kind of exciting.
Very adventurous for sure.
As we headed inland, we were quickly swallowed by the fog that engulfs almost the entire island. It moved in strange patterns, creating unidentifiable forms in the mist that hungered for life. The thickets rustled as we walked by, whether moved by wind or by creatures, we couldn't tell. The trees were shaped strangely, with shimmering portals forming in their empty husks. Our own quiet breaths were often interrupted by shrill, shrieking sounds that seemed to come from right above us. It was almost idyllic.
Or scary. It was mostly scary.
I wouldn't have minded strolling around until we ran into something roaming the island, but it was a little cold. So, I found a local to ask for directions. While wandering around, we came across a clearing surrounded by tall trees. Or rather, one tree. All of them were connected, intertwined with one another. Through one of their twisted connections, a waterfall with no discernible origin was flowing into a small pond. And in its midst rested
A nymph! A real nymph! Oh my god! Fable's dream! Bathing? She was weaving flower crowns for the fish. She was beautiful, with long black hair and skin that glistened in the sunlight being reflected off the waterfall. Her eyes were like sparkling gemstones, and her smile was full of kindness.
She was all right, but also the only person around.
So Fable asked her for directions?
No, Fable asked her about everything but directions. I asked her for directions.
She was very helpful. She even gave us a gift.
A gift?
That's sweet.
She gave us earplugs against the banshee's song, so our bones wouldn't shatter.
Very helpful. That is very nice of her. Did you offer to write her a jingle in return? I did! She said if we were to survive the encounter with the banshee, I could come back and she'd think of what she'd need a jingle for. She was thinking about setting up a dragonfly exhibition. Yeah. So maybe for that.
Who would she even advertise to? Frogs?
And toads!
The banshee was our first priority, so we stealthily made our way to the lonesome lagoon with earplugs in our ears.
We mostly walked and talked about our favorite dragonflies.
As we finally approached the lonesome lagoon, the thick mist enveloped us. It suddenly became so cold we could see our own ragged breaths. And then we heard it, a song filled with all the sorrow of the world compressed into a single note.
It sounded really nice. There was so much emotion in the song: sadness, longing, yearning, anger. We wanted to be polite and wait until she was done singing, but she just kept going, like tears that wouldn't stop. So I decided to be a little rude, stepped forward, and said hello.
They said, "Hello, Banshee." They said, "Hello, Banshee, I really like your song." That confused the Banshee so much that she stopped. She smiled, bearing a row of deadly sharp teeth.
She was very nice, actually. She asked if we wanted to steal from her lagoon. When we said no, she invited us to sing along. Did you? Of course!
It was kind of fun.
It was, and I thought, what better time to bring up the Mary Morgan but now? So I led with, "I bet you do this with your girlfriend all the time, right?" She suddenly looked at me with hatred and anger and then just started screaming. I was very thankful for the earplugs at that moment. I think without them, my bones might have melted.
That was our cue to leave, so I pulled Fable back into the thicket of the Borean forest.
Obviously, we couldn't just leave it that failure, so we looked around for a peace offering. We found some spiky pink fruits with a pattern of little ghost tortoises on them. We thought she might like them. She liked them enough to stop screaming at us, and we sat down at the side of the lagoon to talk. It's beautiful, by the way, right in the middle of the giant portal to the Twilight Chasm. It colors the water with this deep dark blue with this deep dark blue with swirling clouds of darkness within.
There were bones floating in the lagoon too.
I almost brought one for your tavern. Why didn't you? I thought you wouldn't like it. I love bones. I'll keep that in mind for the future. Nostrils taking up all the jump catch stars. The Banshee actually fished out some bones to fidget with. It stopped her from screaming every time she brought up the Mary Morgan. Or Marmor, as she calls her. Turns out the Mary Morgan had been ignoring all of her calls. Ever since the Banshee was crowned Gaia's scariest monster by Screech Star Magazine, she told us it carved a hole in their relationship, that it caused a lot of jealousy. And she was disappointed the Mary Morgan cared more about some stupid popularity contest than her. We asked her if she wanted to talk about it with the Mary Morgan herself, but she said that she didn't need to apologize for being scary. She was very thankful she got to talk about it, though. She was holding it all in because she didn't want to burden Baya with all the drama. She even offered for us to spend the night at her nearby cave, which was really nice of her.
Did you end up taking a nap at her lair?
We thought about it, but it was filled to the brim with the riches of the dead, which was far too alluring to allow us to fall to the call of sleep.
You found loot? You have my attention. What did you find?
Gold, bones, skulls, jewels of all size.
And a lute! It was broken, but I picked it up anyway. There was also a delicate silver mirror that had hearts carved all over it. Kumo recognized it as magical from its arcane markings.
Melina showed me them in some book the other day, and the Wizard of Zofrid showed us around his library. It was a mirror of far speech. It lets you speak to anyone on this plane, given that you've seen them before.
Cell phone.
So you called Melly?
No, we called them Mary Morgan.
Ah, that makes more sense. How did it go?
Oh, well, I had to be the one to make the call since Kuo had never met her. When her face appeared, all I could do was stare in horror as she gazed back at me. It felt like I was back in the Ashen Grove leading adventurers to their doom, and I just froze.
So I took the mirror out of their hands. Her first words were threats of what she would do to us if she had dared to harm the Banshee. Of course we hadn't. That briefly calmed her down, until I asked her why she wasn't here, if she was so worried about the Banshee's well-being. Avoiding the question, she instead talked to us about the state of the lagoon. She complained that it must be incredibly loud with all the tourists and whatnot. I assured her that there were no tourists, at least none that were alive. So she asked what I was doing in their lair then. Honestly, I replied that the Banshee had offered us a place to stay in the cave. I quickly realized that I had picked the wrong thing to say. Her eyes started bleeding black ichor, and she began cursing us out in tongues.
The mirror cracked under her gaze and started bleeding black water. It was terrifying. And then we were just supposed to sleep there, as if she couldn't crawl out of the mirror any second.
After that happened, I thought that we shouldn't discuss our further plans in that cave, so I pulled Fable outside and we went for a walk. The nymph had mentioned this enchanted flower field where she collects flowers for the fish, so we went there. Thought it might be a good spot.
It was a good spot. Even though I couldn't stop shaking for a while, though the flowers really helped. As did not being alone.
Was that when Kumo braided your hair?
It was, yes. My hair kept falling in my face and it was overwhelming me. So he sat me down and braided it away while I worked on rebuilding the lute. He said that some distraction would help. Talking also really helped.
Cute!
Even if I asked a lot of stupid questions.
They weren't stupid, just curious.
Did you have a favorite one?
I asked where I learned to braid hair. That actually brought us further onto our quest.
How so?
Well, I learned it from my mother. It's the only thing I feel I have left of her. It was her way of apologizing. She was never very good with words. It made me think. Sometimes people aren't very direct with what they mean.
I have heard that, yes.
Like the Mary Morgan. She didn't seem angry about the banshee outdoing her for some fear pageant. She didn't even mention it once. She only got upset when she thought we had hurt the banshee. Or when she thought we were tourists. Or when we said we were staying in that cave. Like she was jealous of something entirely different from some issue of Screech Star Magazine.
We talked it through and decided we had to get the two of them to talk face to face. Obviously, it would be difficult because of the distance, but
I had taken the mirror with me when we left. Thought it might be useful.
Ever the thief.
Indeed. I used it to call Baya. I asked her to tell the Mary Morgan to come to the Boreas. Fable mentioned she can teleport via plants, however that works.
She can. You should try it out. It's nauseating.
I think we'll pass. While I went to talk to the Banshee, Kumo picked up the Mary Morgan.
She and I really connected on eyeliner techniques. When we arrived at the lagoon, they were immediately ready to claw at each other's throats, and not in a fun way. But somehow we managed to convince them to sit down.
We tried to get them to talk about their feelings, but they just kept talking past and over and away from each other.
Arguing about an issue that didn't exist.
So I had this crazy idea. I took out my new lute and asked them if they wanted to write a song together. They declined and insisted their voices would clash, but I thought at the very least it stopped them from arguing. Kumo helped me convince them by summoning tiny rain clouds pitter-pattering in a gentle, melodic rhythm, to inspire them to give it a try. We asked them to put all of their emotions about the whole situation into a song. In the end, they harmonized together perfectly, like their voices were made for each other and the gentle hum of my lute.
It was beautiful.
And a little bone-shattering, but very romantic. Most importantly, the song finally got them to understand each other. Like Kumo had suspected, the Mary Morgan was scared, not jealous, now that the Banshee was so popular. She feared that the Banshee would become really busy with tourists visiting all the time. She assumed she wouldn't have time for her anymore. But then the Banshee assured her she doesn't care about any of the tourists, only about the Mary Morgan, and Baya, of course. We told them to talk to her too, and mentioned how much she had been missing them. They agreed to meet for a tea party in the Ashen Grove, so Baya doesn't have to travel too far.
Did you invite them to your barbecue?
No. After the outpouring of emotions, they wanted some time for themselves.
The quest was done. It had only taken us 2 days, which was really efficient. Unfortunately, we had told the ship to pick us up in 3 days, so we were trapped on the island.
So you swam back?
What? No. What's wrong with you?
The usual.
We started brainstorming about what we could do while we waited. So I asked about that cheesecake recipe. Then I realized there wasn't anywhere to bake it. They don't have any taverns on Boreas. It was a stupid idea.
It wasn't. Somewhere on the island had to be something to bake a cheesecake in.
Did you find that something?
We did, but it turned into its own small quest. First, we had to find the right place for our little adventure. We met these lovely gnomes living in their little mushroom houses, and they offered to let us use their ovens. But they were too small, so they introduced us to the local Toad Hill giant. Its kitchen was enormous, but it was easier to work in than the one that was too small. Then the gnomes, the nymph, and the giant helped us gather ingredients from all across the island. So we were able to make enough cheesecake for everybody. I burned mine a bit. But when we made the second batch for the ship's crew, they were already starting to turn out better. Kumo is a really good teacher.
And you're a really good student.
Thank you. The cake really lifted the crew's spirits on the journey back. We agreed to teach them the recipe once we hit land. Afterwards, they invited us to the captain's birthday party. They even introduced us to a traveling obelisk who sang us a song of the ancients.
Dang, what a mission!
It showed us the shortcut through the Rhyolith mountain range where we met some flaming songbirds.
And now you're here.
And now we're here!
Glad you two didn't run off into the sunset together!
I would never not tell you about my adventures.
It's not what I meant. It just seems to me like you really enjoyed your time together. I thought maybe you wanted some more. Where are you two going next?
I should probably talk to Millie.
Sorry, I made it awkward.
She was pretty mad when I left. I guess I should apologize while I still can.
Good idea.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, I think I need to do this alone, or rather, with her. And I have to check on Rufus too.
Maybe Hex taught her some fun magic tricks in the meantime.
You left her with Hex?
And with Grace.
Oh,
Don't worry, nothing was set on fire. I should go. But before I go, do you maybe want to do something together later today or tomorrow, like a thing?
Oh, like hanging out together? We could play charades with the werewolves. Did you?
Maybe I did.
Oh. Okay, that sounds really fun.
Cool. I'll pick you up. Or I'll see you around, or whatever. I'll see you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
so cute.
He asked me on a date.
You did.
That's... Oh. What do I do now? Do you think Archie has books on dating? Or should I ask the Hydra for advice? Probably knows about dating, right?
Archie's still on his quest. Also, I'm right here.
You're right. What should I do?
Just go. See where it takes you. Or where he takes you. Hopefully somewhere nice.
I do feel safe with him. So maybe I should try trusting this more.
Mostly, I think you should just be honest with him. He seems to like you for who you are, so there's no need to hide.
That's the scary thing. Why does he feel that way?
Because you're very lovely?
People keep saying that. But sometimes I just feel a lot lovelier hiding, you know?
To me, it sounds like it's perhaps a bit too late for that. Sorry for listening in. You two were just very sweet.
It's okay. I also thought it was very sweet. He was very sweet. But now that he's gone, I have time to think again. And I'm not sure if it was supposed to be that type of sweet anymore. Maybe it was just being nice?
He asked you on a date because he was just being nice?
Well, maybe he felt bad for me or something?
Innkeeper dear, I think Fable might be in need of another drink. Maybe something to untangle their thoughts, something for a quick escape from all this overthinking.
That sounds good.
I'll see what I can do.
Ooh, cute.
Another Speedy? I feel like it should be not Speedy. Because when I get Speedy, I get more anxious. Well, we only actually have one Speedy. Give them same thing they always like. Their comfort drink, is one might say.
Does this help? Very much so. Thank you. I feel like now I can uncurl the yarn ball that is my brain. What do you think I should do?
What do you want to do?
I want to go on our date, and I want to get to know him better. Maybe even get him to know me better, too. Do you think he would like that?
I think so, yes. Seems like you don't need our answers. You have yours already.
Sometimes I just feel like I need permission to listen to my heart.
Did you know you can give that permission to yourself?
I forget that every time, but I know you're right. I think I know what to do now, somewhat. But I'll figure out the rest. Thank you for listening to me. I think sometimes that's all I really need when I'm scared.
There's nothing wrong with being scared, as long as you don't run from the things that make you happy.
You're right. It took me a while to realize that. Running is so easy, you know? You always know where to go, away. But staying, you have to actually look at yourself. Figure out what part of you is in everything. That can be a lot. But when I was on the journey back from Boreas, dancing with Kumo to the music of the navigator's fiddle, thinking about how I would have never gotten to that point if I hadn't put myself out there, I realized that life is so much more than a constant game of hide and seek from the things that truly mean something. And I decided to stop running from life, even if I'm scared. I want to do my best to face my problems. Even though it's terrifying, I know that I'm not alone.
Is this still about Kumo?
No, he was never a problem. He's one of the reasons I'm not alone. Just like you. With good friends by my side, I can do anything.
I can't wait to see what you'll do.
It might not be as impressive as you hope, but it will be me, and I'm excited about that.
Me too. I'm really proud of you, Fable.
Thank you for everything, especially the great advice.
That was really great advice. Maybe you should take some of it too, Grace.
Maybe you should. We all conquer life at our own pace. My personal next Goliath is going to be reapplying my lip gloss and maybe some blush. I do feel a little pale. Can I borrow a mirror for a bit in keep?
Of course, there are some free rooms and mirrors upstairs, right next to the acorn chimes. Just ignore the doors with the do not enter signs.
You shouldn't have said that. Now I want to check.
Please don't.
I won't. I'm polite. Or am I?
Let's hope she won't find all the nightmare creatures you have locked up there.
Let's.
Have you ever visited the Twilight Chasm?
Not for long enough to capture any creatures.
I see. What are you thinking about, Innkeeper?
Oh, you know, innkeeper things.
I don't know. I mean, since I'm not an innkeeper and all.
Right. That song you mentioned, the one you started writing on the ship? I know it's not done yet, but how about a little sneak peek to see if it would make for a good jingle?
I don't think it's jingle material, but I don't mind sharing it with you. Just keep in mind that it's a work in progress.
Of course.
There's a calling on the wind beneath the talk of the keep. I've heard the tales, set the sails, now it's time for me to leave.
Aww. That sounds like a fragment of a great adventure.
So you like it?
It's wonderful. I can't wait to hear more.
Me too. But it's still a little rough around the edges. I feel like it's missing something.
Maybe the next adventure?
Maybe.
Will you let me know when it's done?
Of course. I can't wait to show you the finished version.
Thank you, Fable. I'm proud of you.
For maybe finally finishing a song?
For not running.
Oh, thank you. Me too. Innkeeper, do you ever think about taking your own advice?
All the time, yes.
Why don't you?
I don't know.
It's hard, I know, but I promise I believe in you as much as you believe in me. And I know we'll both be okay.
I would like that.
Me too. Well, I've talked a lot today. I'll give you some space.
Maybe it's time to stop running. Should I? Is it time to read that letter?
Yes!
Oh,
That was easy. I guess I've been waiting for a while. Let's hope for no regrets. The letter! My dearest friend, long has it been since we've talked last. Long has it been since everything has been seared away by the cold flames of death. I wish I could still remember our last conversation, but it's waning memory. I can only imagine how you enjoyed running away, wishing to forget whatever was between us. Maybe you did, for a brief moment, for these 30 years. If you did, I'm writing this letter to kindly remind you of the good old times. To celebrate our reunion, I invite you to the spectacle of this century, the last day of the astral moon, welcoming the first light of the dying moon, where the realm of Tuat is just a grasp away. Are there any spirits you'd like to remember? Are you afraid of what they might tell you? Worry not. We'll be right there. Watch the sky closely on the 35th of Cassiopeia. See you soon, an old friend. Dot, dot, dot. That was... I guess you've always been a fan of symbolism. But you didn't even leave an address. Very irresponsible. Pardon? No time. Duck now!
What's going on? Are you okay? Do you need help healing?
Something's coming. Something big. Your next show?
What? No!
There's no time.
Duck! Is the ground?
Oh! Water?
Is everyone all right?
Ew, that was a close call. Could have been really dangerous.
What just happened? Why is there water outside the tavern? I'd also like to know the answer to that.
Oh, I'd also like to know the answer to that question. I've got no clue. I was just outside by the woods, drafting my newest song, when the ground beneath my feet began to rumble. Not even a minute passed and it rumbled again. Then a wall of water came rushing towards me. I didn't even dare to wait. I ran immediately, looking for shelter. No way I was gonna let my Hegium get wet. These strings are made of real shy bean silk, and the body's ethereal bamboo. It's a rarity.
That's the first thing going on your mind with a giant wave rushing right at you?
Of course. This instrument is just as valuable as my hands. And just as versatile.
Is everyone alright? Grace! Dragons, you're alright. I was worried something had happened to you.
Oh, don't worry. When the walls started rumbling, I hid under a table. And then I watched the water rush by the window. It was like a tsunami, but tsunamis are very rare, if not impossible, so far into the mainland.
Right. It's so strange. Everything seemed to be submerged out there.
I wonder what could have caused such a cataclysm. It's worrying, to say the least.
And it's definitely too dangerous to go outside. Even the tavern is leaking. If you open the door, it'll get inside.
Don't worry, it'll withstand.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I've gotten through worse than this.
Huh? You?
Oh. I've gotten through worse than this. You? It's gotten through worse than this. Wouldn't have thought it could withstand this sort of thing, but even more so glad it can.
Possum, hi! Ace Attorney Trilogy. Thank you for the raid. Oh my god, Katie! Katie, you're the first one I've ever seen with the rainbow! With the rainbow bear! 2 years! Oh my gosh. Beautiful, stunning. I've never seen it before. And now I am seeing it in the flesh with my 2 eyes. Thank you for the resub! We're in the middle of a really big drama right now. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I hope you solved mysteries. Arrested people who needed arresting. Do they go in jail at the end? They must, right?
Hi.
Hi, Dan! Hi. I mean, sorry, that was Snickle Fritz. Hi, Snickle Fritz. We solved the murder! Heck yeah! So they went to jail? Or did they get the death sentence? I'm gonna keep reading because it's really invigorating right now. As you can see, there was suddenly a flood and now we're underwater.
Seems to be a simple yet very sturdy tavern after all. Just like you, innkeeper.
Are you flirting with the innkeeper? Ha! Me? No! Also, that's besides the point. Is it? I mean, unless... This isn't the time! I like to work my body. Helps in a lot of aspects. Can we get back to the point, please? Yeah, sure. The point.
Right, back to the point. Did you see exactly what happened?
Not really. I was listening to the whistle of the wind in the treetops, jolting down notes for my next song, when suddenly a horde of silver-crested deer rushed past me. Before they could trample over me, I jumped up on the rock I was sitting on and watched them gallop downhill. Then I saw water break through the canopies, snapping trees in half like they were shawshilk skewers. I wasted no second. I turned on my heel, knowing I'd be done for if I waited just a moment longer. Then I was here and told you to duck.
That sounds horrible. Are you alright? Are you hurt?
I'm fine, thanks. And anyways, with whom do I have the pleasure?
I'm Grace.
Nice to meet you, Grace. I'm...
Oh my. You're Voyage, aren't you? The silver-tongued virtuoso.
Yes, that would be me.
My apologies. I didn't mean to push any boundaries. But I saw you perform at the Dropstone Institute's campus that one time. And I must say you pulled on all my heartstrings with your beautiful performance.
Oh. I did that?
Yes, I was awestruck by what your music could do. It was like magic in its own very way. Music can be very soothing in moments of distress.
Were you distressed back then?
A little. I don't remember exactly why anymore, but I remember the emotion. But not more distressed than I am right now. I hope Hex is safe and well.
I'm sure he is. Shoot! Did you see that creature swim by? What? Where? It looked like a red-winged eel.
Oh? Haven't seen one of those in ages. Where is its natural habitat?
Actually, the Twilight Chasm. Why is it here?
Something isn't right. I'm afraid you might be correct.
I'm also afraid, very much so. I don't think it's safe to go outside.
Of course not. You should all stay for the night. Would that be possible? Of course. The tavern will withstand this, and a bit of company wouldn't hurt.
I agree. Thank you, innkeeper.
Say, you with the lute. What's your name?
Fable. My name is Fable.
Do you play? The lute, I mean.
Sometimes. I'm still practicing and not all that good with it yet.
How about we play together? A song or two to lift our spirits and wait out the catastrophe going on outside.
It's very untuned. It goes out of tune really quickly, but I guess that's a lute thing. Ooh, I gotcha. Show it to me. I'll help you and then we'll jam until a new dawn rises.
Oh.
Ah! Act 3! Alright, let's end it for today. Dang. That was exciting. Jelly keeps trying to steal my sandwich! Well, is it a jelly sandwich? Maybe Jelly wants to be one with Jelly's name. With its... No, it has... Jelly, no! Bad Jelly. Naughty Jelly. Stinky Jelly. Alrighty. Alrighty, potatoes. My stinky winkies, my little guysies, wisies. Let us find someone to raid. Twitch. Twitch.tv/nobody/nobody. Hi, Sugar! Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday.
It was a good Tuesday. I'm engrossed in this story. This is actually a much longer game than I thought it was gonna be, but I really like reading it. Alright, who do we want to raid? Cecil.
99. Thank you!
I hope that we can continue again soon. I guess... Well, tomorrow, I'm not doing Warrior Cat Wednesday. I'm doing a collab with Dan and Kari. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, and then... I think... Should I do it on Thursday? I guess I could keep playing on Thursday. I would read Warrior Cats, but... I wanna know what happens in this story now. Oh, you were catching up on some warriors today. Nice. Actually, I have to upload the last book. I think I've not uploaded maybe 2 books.
Big kitty, small city.
Let's see. Aww. Her voice is so cute, but she's speaking Puerto Rican.
Bang Dream Party! Heck yeah!
Let's see. Super Mario Sunshine, Fountain of Youth. VTuber MOBA? Oh, it's Pokemon Unite.
Teamfight Tactics. That's what our Peach Marmalade friend was playing. League of Legends, Elden Ring.
Being together, Dave the Diver. Oh my god, look, this model looks so cute. Be right back. Perfect. They're away. We're gonna raid and surprise them. Raid.
Mature audiences. They say so.
Raid.
I hope we get to hear Fable's song at the very end.
Oh my god, they're a tiger too? Strawberry Tiger. My adventuring class is Princess and Bard. Oh my gosh.
We're like a party together. Thank you for hanging out with me and going on this fun adventure.
I really like reading games like this, like Tavern Talk and stuff. But man, like I know it's maybe not as popular because it's not as engaging, but I like it a lot.
Nine Diggy! Thank you for the follow, Palsa! What a cool name.
Alright. I'll see you guys on the flip side, which is tomorrow when we have the collab.
Take care! You too! Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Be safe out there!